These are some of the biggest bases I've ever built in 99 nights, with the last build literally being an entire city. But first, let's start out with what was at the time the biggest base I ever built. You may not have used these before, but in the crafting bench, when you hit level 3, you can craft torches, which, when placed down, which I'm not going to do exactly right now, will expand the circle of your base out even further. And you could place a total of 10 torches, which will take 60 wood and 60 scrap. But first, let's go get the fire to max level. Oh, no way. I just found a mythic chest out of nowhere. Let me get the chainsaw out of this. Okay, tactical, I will take that. That'll help us for the stronghold. At least it's not the riot shield. Anything but the riot shield and I'm okay with whatever it is. Alright, this should be enough to get us to level 6. There we go. So now we have the largest possible circle without using torches. But before making this the biggest base ever, we're gonna build a wall. Then after placing 5 torches, another wall. And then finally, when we have the biggest size possible, another wall made out of trees, which is gonna take so long to get. So let's first start out with our very first wall, which is gonna be out of the wood rain storages. You can craft as many of these as you want, so I think I made about 6 right there. Gonna place them facing this way, kind of like this. We're gonna go all the way around in a circle, and that way when anyone wants to come in the base, they're gonna be stuck doing this. They literally can't get over it, especially because the slope is this way. So I can go out, but they can't come in. But before we finish building this wall, I'm gonna go get the first kid, because I do want to have all 4 kids for this base. There we go. We got the key. Drop it in. Also, quick tip, if you're a solo player with bad internet, kind of like me, how I disconnect sometimes, have your alt sit in the game and feed him a stew every once in a while. Because then when you reconnect, you can just join right back, and although you'll lose some stuff, you won't lose your run. But this should be the first kid right here. There we go. I can go get the second kid hopefully before the next day. Alright, got the second key. I might even be able to get the third kid before the end of the day. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Take this alpha wolf pelt too for the trader. All right, we have the second kid. Gonna place the kid next to the tent area for where the second kid's tent is usually placed. That way I can make sure it places down and it doesn't glitch. Now let's see if we can get the third kid before the end of the day. Night is approaching, so we don't have too long. Oh no, the deer's here. I have to hope this tack can one-shot a bear. He's a little slower than me just because it is a very early day. Oh, it doesn't one-shot. Oh well, it's pretty close, not gonna lie. If I can I got the key. Now if I wrap around these trees, he should be too slow. Got stuck on the tree too. Put the key in, put the key in. Get down here into the room. He can't touch me in here. No way he can. All right, I should be good. So we're not going to make it back to the base, but we are somewhat safe in here. It's just we'll get a wolf spawn probably. Yep, there's a wolf. Yo, dude. No. That's not fair. That's not fair. All right, if you fit through that door, I am uninstalling this game, even though it is quite literally a game that's played on servers. Oh, there we go. Got a strong axe. No, dude. My heart dropped. My heart dropped. I'm about to die though. I need food. Well, Robux always come in handy. Okay, we got our stuff back. We gotta now continue actually building the base. But I do think I want to get the 4th kid first. If we have all 4 kids, we can start placing down furniture, which is what I really want to do. We'll place the 3rd kid near where the tent is. Perfect. There we go. Got another legendary. I don't have that many coins though, so we're just gonna buy one of those and a trellis. Those are always useful. And then I'm gonna go loot the stronghold. That way we can get a lot more coins. There we go. First clear the stronghold. We have about 85 coins. There we go. Chainsaw first try. We're going to need that, especially for the very outer wall where I'm going to need a ton of saplings. I'm going to go get the 4th kid now. That way our base will be complete, at least on the inside, enough so where we can add furniture. And then after that, we're going to have to get so much scrap just for all the walls that we need to build. Also got a defense blueprint. I'll take one of those. There we go. Get the kid. Also got a med kit. We'll need that. 4th kid is officially in the base. We also have all our pelts here ready for the pelt trader, and now we can start decorating. We do have 2 light things, one of them being an arch and one of them being kind of like 2 poles together. So we're gonna give them to both of the girls. Second kid will get this one, and the 4th kid will get this one, and the lightning rod is in the way. So there we go. All right, that looks nice. They have some lights to their tents, and we do need to go get more scrap now because I do want to finish that wall. That'll help a ton with raids, and especially because my alt account, he's sitting right here. I literally have to come save him every time there's a raid. There is the pelt trader, so we're gonna pick up everything in reverse order. Wolf pelt, I'll take a spear. Sir, are you okay? I didn't see what happened, man. Sir? Okay, there we go. He's back. We got the strong flashlight. And then finally for the bear pelt, we'll take the iron armor. That was pretty useful, not gonna lie. Hey, you get away from him. Hey, you stay back. That is my son. I don't know. It's my alt account, man. All right, there we go. Raid is complete. We are safe. And we have a ton of scrap to maybe finish the wall. Just maybe. All right, let's see if I have enough. Probably not, but we're gonna get a huge chunk done. Gonna have to take this wall in a little bit as it is going on a lake. So we're about maybe halfway done, slightly under halfway done now. Still have to get so much scrap though. Furniture trader is back though. We have enough coins to buy, I think, everything. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, we have a decent amount left over too. All right, let's start placing some furniture. We could put a blue rug at the front and the back of the blue tent. That'll look a little nice. We have a green camping chair that doesn't really fit anywhere per se. So I'm gonna put that as a little work chair. Well, I have 3 of them. So, I mean, we could put them around here, have them as little chairs to cozy up by the fire. Then for the yellow camping chair will be a porch chair for Squid Kid. For the blue camping chair will be a porch chair for the Kraken Kid, which actually we have 2 of them. So I'm going to do one of these, and we have 2 yellow chairs as well. So I'm going to do one of these. Then we have some trellises. We're going to save those because I'm not sure what I want to do with the farm yet. Maybe I want to finish the wall first. I do want to fix it a little bit. This does look a little awkward. So to do that, we're going to go down the anvil here and make ourselves a hammer. All right, we've got the anvil set up. Oh, and we're just raining literal cats and dogs today. Okay. We need 5 scrap, 5 logs. I have the 5 scrap right here, I'm pretty sure. This should count. Yep, all 5. And then logs are just right outside. Get a few of these trees. Oh, wow, 5 logs from 1 tree. I will take that. And it'll start crafting. And we'll take that. We got the hammer now. All right, furniture trader back in town. What you got for me, sir? I will literally just buy out your entire stock if you don't mind. Oh, there we go. This is going to give us a ton of scrap right here. Oh, no, the deer. He can't walk through those doors, can he? No, I don't want to wait around and find out. I'm going back here. No way. 2 car engines right next to each other. That's exactly what we need. Another one back here. Oh, yeah, the deer did get in. I see him right there. Not opening this door. Yo, why are there so many alpha wolves inside the house? Dude, did you not read the doormat? No wolves inside the house. I'm kidding right now, dude. I gotta get out of here. Why are there 3 of them? What is this? This is a bad dream. I'm getting out of here, man. Okay, it's daytime. We're good. That was a little not to my liking. All right, if I could take this guy out, I think that's the last of them. All right, we got another building. Not gonna loot it now, though. Good to know for later. All right, just a casual 83 scrap. That should be enough to finish the wall, hopefully before we die. I'm gonna drop all my furniture real quick. See if we can craft this stuff pretty fast. All right, that might be enough. Gotta place this fast. All right, we're not gonna make it in time, but we added to it, definitely. Only have this little small section open. Dude, no way. I can hit them through the wall too. That's perfect. Let's see. Okay. Oh, whoa. Hey, hit me back. That's not fair. That's actually not fair, bro. All right, let's finish this first wall. Almost there. We're on our last 2. And there we go. The entire base is now surrounded. And if I want to get in on my own, just squeeze through this one sideways. There we go. I did build 1 extra, but I'm going to use that to hold some saplings because I'm about to get 3,000 saplings from this thing right here. It's the most satisfying thing you'll ever see, but it's the most painful thing to ever clean up in the world. No idea what's going on. I just hear noises and then I move around randomly. Okay, yeah, no idea where I'm gonna... I think I'll just put this wood in the fire. I literally don't need it. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the crafting table. Don't know what I'm gonna need in the future. All right, we're gonna store the saplings back here. Oh, there we go. Just hit day 99 as well. All right, now I'm gonna place some of the incredible amount of furniture that I have. Trellises, we're gonna sort over here. All of the fences we'll put in a pile like this next to the beds. We'll use those later. Get this one, this one, this one. Just pick those up and put these over here. There we go. So we have a red rug. We can put the rug similarly to how we did for the blue tent. 1 in back, 1 in front. And then what I want to do is put 1 on the side, kind of far off, like it's got to be parallel to the tent-ish. Like that. Then I'm going to pick up this blue one using the hammer, and we're going to do the same thing right here. And I'll show you why. Because we need to take these beds and move them to each of the tents. But the thing is, I do need the giant bed for the blue one. I just need more scrap. Place down these last bits of furniture, like the bookshelf, which is going to be behind the bed. Gotta make it line up like this. Same thing for over here. Boom. Perfect. Then for a green signpost, I think we're going to put that somewhere near our farm, because green means vegetables. I'm also gonna stuff this full of all the saplings we have, just because I'm not trying to break down the trees and replant them. I'm gonna go get other trees that are on the map, but we already have a decent collection. I also do need to move some of this stuff that's in the way, like this, and okay, that's not what I wanted. We'll pick it up. Pick up the light. Can we not? Okay, there we go. We can pick up the light. Wait, there we go. Okay, it's kind of hard to pick up, but we got it. So we're gonna move it, I guess, outside here. That's the best spot, really. I don't want it inside the base. For the boost pad, I think I am gonna make a door somewhere. We're gonna make a door right here, so you could literally just boost right out of the place. And then what I'm gonna do is pick up this, and then we'll put all of our defensive blueprints around this door so that even if people try to come through, they'll most likely die. Gonna put this here for more saplings because we're probably gonna need that. Furniture trader is also back. Whoa, deer trophy. I haven't seen this before. I'm gonna get it. This is about to be a cool base. But we do have a red bean bag, so we're gonna put that. Can't put it in the tent, but I can put it pretty far in the tent, like that. That looks pretty cool. I have another red bean bag. We're gonna put that on the side here so that it'll be next to the bed. We have another yellow camping chair. Dude, you don't need any more camping chairs. So I guess we could put it behind for now. Maybe this will be like, I don't know, his private reading chair. Purple camping chair, that's easy. Put one here and one here, like little front porch chairs. We also have some log benches. I think we could just add those to be around the fire, kind of like this. Wait a second. Oh, dude, everything just got in the base. I gotta move my alt account with my finger. Hold up, move out the way. Come here. No, I'm the one you want. I'm the one you want. You don't want him. You don't want him. I promise you don't want him. I'm the one you want. I'm the guy who's been raiding your guys' stronghold. Okay, there's so many people here. I'm gonna stand up top. Shoot down these guys. Get this guy. Not all of them yet. Okay, I need to put defenses around that door. Like now. They all got in 1 second. There we go. That is all of them. Now let me put down these defense blueprints. So what do we have? We have a spikes. We have barbed wire. And we have more barbed wire. We're gonna start out with the spikes, which we can place perfectly in between like this. Then we could do the same thing, I think 2 more times in this little gap. And there's 3 of them all right here. Perfect. But because we have a lot more of these barbed wire, we're gonna put them. Oh wait, I can't even place them down. We'll wait till I expand the base. We'll do that then. All right, we have a ton of scrap now. We can build the rest of the torches we need, at least for the first stage, which we're gonna place only 5, and then the rest of the 5 when we have our second wall done. And you know what? I'm gonna place it like right here for a light, and then we'll do the same thing over here for a light, just back up to the side. And then for these, we'll put them next to the farm, kind of by the corners like this. But now our circle doesn't just reach out to the shelves, but much farther, which is where we're gonna build our second wall. And we're gonna build this second wall using shelves. So if I can't get too close to the line, we can build one here. And then I guess for this side, we'll start building the other ones right here. And then we'll loop it all the way around, and we'll have 2 total walls. I can also place my defensive blueprints now, where I'll put them kind of like overlapping where they meet in the middle, just so that anybody who wants to get in this base is gonna have a very hard time. We're also gonna put a couple right here. If I can get them in the gap, like one here and one right here as well. I'm also gonna fix the positioning of this one. It's not really, wait, I have another defensive blueprint? Oh, dude, I guess I'm gonna save this one for the tree wall. Didn't know I had that. I'm in a very tense situation right now. I need my med kit. Dude, the deer is going Mach 17 on me. Maybe I can get him stuck on this wall. Okay, he should be stuck on the wall now. Okay, now I just need to survive these animals. There's so many of them though. Can't go too far to the sides if the deer is gonna finally reach me. Can't go too far away or the deer will respawn, but we should be good. 10 more. There's another wolf, and there's 2 wolves. Can't go too far away. Don't want him to despawn. 3 seconds. Okay, we're good. There we go. That was a little close. Got another base over here as well. That should give us a ton of scrap. All right, we're getting raided tonight. I'm excited to see if the deer is going to eat me or not. Okay, we're good. The raid literally saved me, but I'm excited to see whether or not our new entryway is going to work out. Also, a quick tip, get the deer stuck on trees kind of like that if he's hungry or if he's running fast, because that way you'll have extra time to run around places. No way. I think I'm seeing them all die. Dude, I literally see the health bars just depleting. Look at this. Yeah, I need to get this piece of iron armor to my alt account just because I do not want him to die. Let me put it on real quick. There we go. Dude, they're literally just here. I can't even pick them up. All right, now that we have a ton of scrap, we can make a bunch of these shelves. Probably gonna use half my scrap, go place them, and then use the other half because my inventory is getting full. Probably have like 30 items, maybe more. But let's start placing them. No way. I just found 2 facilities and another building with a mythic chest in it right next to each other. Dude, this is the best possible, I don't know, RNG seed, whatever you want to call it. And there's 2 cakes here, so I can instantly heal myself. All right, let's take the bandage. We're gonna need that. Eat these cakes. Why not? Bandage. Take that too. Mythic chest. No idea what could be in here. Maybe thorn armor? That's what I want. Kunai aren't bad. I'll put that over here. I guess I could use it for some ammo. Oh, there's a deer and a lightning strike, of course. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I shouldn't have walked in here. Oh, dude. I'm literally parkouring to get... Oh, dude. Medkit right now. Yes, okay. I'm medkitted. Get in here. Get in here. You do not walk through windows. You stay back. I am hiding in this corner. I'm not moving till it's dead. Don't you come to the door. Don't you gain intelligence on me now. Yes. Yeah, stay there. Please stay there or I'm gonna die. Dude, I actually was like 3 seconds away from dying right there. My health... No. You can look in here, but you're not entering, okay? We have a deal. You can poke your horns through the wall all you want. Break physics. All right, finally. That was a close call. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, man. There's like 17 of these guys, bro. I'm glad they don't know how to jump for some reason. I'm so glad I got these kunai too. All right, we took out all the cultists finally. Now we can loot. All right, we only have a minute left at daytime. I need to loot this as fast as possible. Oil barrel, I need that to relight the fire. All right, I've got 20 seconds. I'm out of here. I didn't get all the loot, but I got a good portion of it. Campfire's out of fuel. I don't even really know where I'm going. I think this is the right way. I'm gonna put my bandages towards the front of my inventory. That way I know I can grab them quickly. I have a ton of them too. I hear the deer. Wait, he's at the base. Yeah, that's because... Oh no, he's killing my ult account, but he might not kill it all the way because I'm pretty sure he's gonna unspawn. Oh wait, no, there's a wolf killing me. Never mind. Okay, we at least found the base. That's good. Yep, ult is dead. But if I can just get back inside the base, these guys probably gonna die. Okay, not yet. If I just put all my stuff here and get it, there we go. Fire is relit. That's all we needed. All we needed. Now kunai, get rid of this alpha wolf. There we go. Revive my ult account. Gonna be crafting an oil drill. Costs a lot of scrap, but we need it badly. Gonna put it right here. Well, at least the wall's working pretty nicely. I think I can hit them through it too, so that's very easy. I think these are the last two right here. Just hit them through the wall. Yep, that's all of them. All right, here's our furniture trader. I have almost 300 coins, dude. I'm just buying out everything you got, man. All right, we have another fairy light double, so we're gonna put that right behind the Kraken Kid stand. I also need to move this rug. This is off center. Gonna put a purple signpost back here. There we go. The rug is a little bit more centered. We have a blue signpost. Put that right here. And then we'll put the fairy lights just like that. Have a purple pillow. See if we could fit this in the behind of the tent. Almost. We'll just put it like that. Looks very nice. All right. We got a bunch more scrap. This might be enough to finish out the wall. Yeah, we only got like a quarter of it left. All right. Looks like we're gonna need just a tiny bit more. Maybe like 6 more scrap. Furniture trader is back today. 260 coins. I will take everything you've got, my good sir. Thank you very much. All right. This is definitely enough. I'm gonna make 3 shelves just in case. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make 2. It won't take too long to get a third. Right here. Yep. 2 is all I'll need. And well, actually, no, I'm gonna put a third just in case because I don't want anyone slipping through. And there we go. 2 walls, 100% complete. I might get rid of these doors later. We'll see. But now it is time for the last 5 torches. We have the first one here. We have 3 more, but I need 3 more scrap to get 1 last torch. So I'm gonna go try to find that as fast as possible. Oh, there we go. Right there, 3 scrap. Dude, this base is huge. Like, this actually looks cool. I do need to declutter this place, but we will do that. This base will be pristine condition by the end of this video. But now for... Wait, what? Oh, I had an extra torch in my inventory. I didn't even see that. But let's add our final 5 torches. So we'll put 1 right here, and we'll do the same thing on this side of this bookshelf. Then we'll put some more by the farm, just like this. And then our final one right here. And now if we go look at the circle, it's got even bigger. We'll have a 3rd layer wall right here, all made out of trees. And speaking of trees, I have a ton of wood that I'm going to put into the fire. All right, fill up these with the last bit of saplings where I have so many that it's lagging my game. I think this might be enough to build the final wall. So we're gonna get a full 25 sack of them and just go and plant them. All right, just 1 by 1. Nothing too fancy. Otherwise, this would take forever. Okay, this is interesting. We're gonna go around this side of the lake. A full 25 sack got me that much of the circle. I might not have enough. All right, grab another 25. Almost done with this right side already. All right, let's use up all the saplings on the right side. Make sure we're not missing any. Then we can take from the left as well. All right, another 25. Yeah, definitely not gonna have enough, but this was a very huge help. Can't necessarily see the circle back here, so I'm gonna go to where I can see the circle. Oh wait, I can't even see the circle at all over here. Okay, well, we're gonna start from over here and we'll fill in what we can, probably by eye. And let's grab another 25. Oh, I'm about to run out. All right, we got a decent bit of the circle done. We have this little arc right here. Then we didn't plant over here because I can't see the circle exactly. And we have another pretty big arc on this side, but still nowhere near to being done. So we're gonna have to grind out saplings. Oh, nah. No, thank you, my good sir. All right, we're good. That was close though. What the what? Yo, how did you do that? Bro, it's Houdini. This might be bad. My phone just ran out of battery. Furniture traders back in town. Take this, 2 of these, some of these. Oh, wow. 3 fairy light singles. Bro is spoiling me today. There are so many things around my base. We have like 15,000 saplings, 10,000 people. I genuinely need to clean up this base. All right, I've done a decent job of cleaning up. Can't get these pieces of meat here. So, oh, wait, I got one. Maybe I can get the other one like that. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, never mind. So we've cleaned up a lot of the base and we're very close to having this sapling wall finished. We just need to go and get a bunch more. Furniture traders back. Not even gonna look at anything. Just gonna keep clicking the green button until it goes away. There we go. Just about to finish the tree wall. Make sure these are very nice. There we go. The tree wall is now in place. We just have to plant it. So I'm gonna beat this quick raid and then plant these saplings. And then we're gonna clean up the base because it is messy. All right, raid has been beat. Let's plant all of these saplings now. Fix up these 3 real quick though. All right, and let's start. Just spamming the E key as fast as I can so I could do this while walking without pausing. So far, no saplings haven't planted yet. This is looking good. I'm worried about some saplings that are on elevated ground that sometimes don't plant. Yeah. Oh, we have a problem here. All these ones up top, they're not gonna plant. We're gonna have to figure out a way around it. I'm also lagging out a bit. All right, there we go. We have planted almost all of it. We're gonna have to figure out how to fix the rest over here. Could we plant them here? Okay, they plant right there. So we're gonna have to make a little go around right here with these saplings, just like this. So we're gonna have to go get a few more. But while we wait for daytime, I'm gonna clean up a bit around the base. Oh, there we go. A lot of it's already planted. And this looks huge compared to the last base I built. Like, actually insane, the difference. All right, we have enough saplings now. Let's plant these and hopefully they'll all grow by the next day if we plant them right now. All right, this looks good to me. Plant all of these. There we go. Okay, we should have a fully grown wall very soon. So now let's clean up the interior of the base to look as good as possible. Dude, this is actually insane how I could barely see the end of my own base right now. That is insane. Deer's hungry tonight. He ain't getting nothing. Even if he didn't care about light and fire and heat, and he actually, I don't know about heat, but even if he didn't care about light anymore, he ain't getting in. So I'm gonna use the hammer and I'm gonna pick up pretty much everything except for what surrounds the kids' tent and even the oil drill. Actually, how close is that? We could pick that a blast. I don't know if I want to pick up the torches. If I pick up the torches, maybe the base shrinks. So I'm going to do that one at a time later. All right, I think we have most things picked up. Let's just drop it all right back here. And we're going to place things as we go. We have so much stuff. I'm going to eat the rest of these carrots. But there we go. Our wall is now 90% complete. I don't think anything on planet Earth or the moon could get in here. See, I don't even see the moon. It doesn't want to see. Oh, well, is that that's probably the sun. Yeah, okay, never mind. So let's see where I want to put things. We have a defense blueprint right here. So I might just put that on a door right here. All right, we'll put our defensive blueprint. Has to be somewhat inside the oh wow, has to be really far inside. I think I have an idea for that though. I could go out and get a few more saplings and have a row of them coming in here. Plant one there, and then they'll continue on like a hallway all the way in. Yeah, okay, we're doing that's, yeah, that sounds really cool. I do need to place my map and all that back though, because I can't even see the map anymore. There it is. We're gonna place that, I guess, right near the exit. That'd be a nice spot. And then the compass and sundial will also go near the edge right here. So we have a little bit symmetrical of useful stuff as you leave the base. No way. I don't even think I see a single cultist. Oh, there's one. No idea how. Are you guys jumping over the trees? Or are they jumping through the trees too? I think I saw both. We might need to go get more saplings to fill in some of these gaps. They literally jumped right through. And we can't be having that. We need this to actually be the most secure base, not just to look like it. Yeah, look, this guy got through. Okay, this is not perfect yet. Yep, more of them just got in as well. I'm about to die. Medkit immediately. Okay, we're good. Dude, these raids, I think that's it. There's a cultist gem right here. All right, we're gonna have to go get a bunch more saplings because because we do have some gaps. Although very small, we do need to fill them in. Furniture traders here as well. I will take your entire stock, my good sir. Thank you very much. All right, we have more saplings. I'm gonna fill in the gaps, kind of like here and here. I see these are big gaps, tiny gaps. I think I'm gonna leave. All right, we filled in a bunch of gaps. I will need more saplings for the rest of these. This is a straight up door right here. Wow, okay, we gotta fix that. And now I'm gonna make the doorway with some saplings, just like this, like a line coming in. All right, we have a nice little hallway coming in now. Gonna go get more saplings to fill the gaps. Day 351, man. This is taking quite a while, but it is going to be worth it to see the final result, especially with all the furniture, man. I'm gonna make the most pristine base ever. I have 350 days worth of furniture. All right, the big gaps should be filled in. Now we're gonna finish our hallway into the base. Almost there. So close to being done. Furniture trader's also back in town, so we'll go see him and get some trees around them. There he is. All right, bought everything from the furniture trader again. We do have one small problem. There's a rock in the way. I don't know. Can I plant on a rock? I can't even tell. If I put it up here. Okay, you can plant on a rock. That's good to know. I don't know how that works. This thing is like totally waterless, but whatever, it's fine. Gonna have to narrow in the hallway a little bit because the shelf is in the way. All right, that is the hallway planted. I have 10 more saplings, so I'm gonna go fill in some small gaps. All of our big gaps just finished growing, I think. Okay, now that everything is planted, let's clean up and place all of our furniture. The first thing I want to do is sort all of this because it is a lot. All right, these are all sorted out into piles pretty much. We're gonna go look at these as well. You know, I'm gonna just pick them up and then we'll drop them to sort them. All right, we have everything sorted out into piles. I'm gonna start out with the farm. I do have to remove these torches though, so that might be a little bit of an issue. We'll see what happens. It's not gonna destroy my base, I don't think. Well, just to be safe, we'll do it 3 at a time. So we'll pick up this one, and this one, and then we'll place them like back here together somewhere so that they're out of the way. There we go. So now let's do our farm. And I think I already have somewhat of an idea of what I want to do. There we go. We have wooden fences out in the front and trellises where you can't really see anyway, like the crafting bench and the back of this wall here. We have a nice little table to prepare our food. So for example, pick up 3 carrots and turn it into a stew. We can just take it out, place it on the table, and eat. There you go. Or you can keep it here for later, whatever you want. It's gonna get rained on. It's gonna taste disgusting, but at least you can keep it on the table. So now that we have the farm mostly done, I'll figure out what to do with these later. Maybe I could expand the farm a little bit. Okay, this actually looks a little bit better, and we have room for more farm plots as well. So we're gonna place those right in here and right in here. A little cramped, but it does look a little bit nicer having more shape to it. We have another red beanbag. I mean, dude, this guy's just gonna have beanbag galore back here. All right, that works. Yo, nah, I didn't sign up for this. I did not this is the most secure base in the game, and now the deer is becoming sentient. Dude, what was that? I hope that was just the deer glitching out because he had no idea what to do. My base was too big. I don't know. That was weird. And then the green signpost, we'll put that in front of the farm as like a sign for we make food here. All right, we have 5 stools, 4 chairs. I think we're gonna pair these like this. Dinner by the garden, dude. We straight up beat out Olive Garden with Carrot Garden, dude. You literally get to watch the chef cook your meal, prepare it on the table, and bring it out to you and serve it, bro. All right, this is looking good. All right, got a nice little table going there. Now we'll have some lights behind it to add a little bit of scenery. Maybe not scenery, but mood lighting. I don't know. Very, very nice lighting I want to add. There you go. Nice table by Carrot Garden. Perfect. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, we are turning this into a full-blown restaurant. We're gonna have one more table over here and one table maybe right, trying to get that perfect triangle right here. Then we have to be very conscious of where we put these seats. They have to be facing the garden because otherwise the customers won't get their view. All right, and this one will be a table for 2. Just like that, we have our own restaurant, Carrot Garden. $15 breadsticks if you you'd like some. Or we have free carrot cake. Take your pick. Now I have a bunch of camping chairs. I want to put them around the fire. I feel like that would be pretty nice. Just have an array of colors of camping chairs. We got red, we got green, we got purple, we got blue, some more red right here, some green, and another red one if I can place it there. Perfect. Got a lot of camping chairs. Get nice and toasty by the fire. I love this restaurant, dude. I would eat here. I would eat here. I don't care if you're growing the carrots right in front of me. I would eat here. This is amazing, dude. I'm almost out of furniture too. We have some defensive blueprints, which I do want to add to the front. Like that, we got a barbed wire. Then we can have 3 rows of spikes like this, and then finish it off with 1 more barbed wire like this. I like this. Now I'm gonna go get my scrap for the giant bed. Yo, get out. Get out. Bro, some people just don't know how to listen. Dude, this is working perfectly. They're super low health, just walking right in. Yep, there we go. Just 1 shot. Dude, that's all of them. That was the easiest raid of my life. What a beautiful base. What an absolutely beautiful base. Just impenetrable fortress unless you have an axe or a chainsaw. It would be so satisfying to cut this all down, but I do not want to do that. But now we have enough scrap for the giant bed. Place it down right there. We have a blue pillow. Can't put that on top. Maybe I'll put it at the edge or something, like a reading spot if he wants to. We have another blue beanbag. Bro, all right. You're getting as many beanbags as the Dino Kid, I believe. Yeah, the Dino Kid. All right, there you go. Got as many beanbags as the Dino Kid. We also have our nightstand, which we're gonna have to move these beanbags for. Put it right there. And now we have the beanbags all around it. This is a very nice bedroom. I would kill to have these as a kid. We also have our deer trophy. I forgot about this thing. We could have it right here in front of the Dino Kid's tent. Dude, it's like a little trophy outside somebody's house that you could have. That does not look good at all. So I think what we're gonna do is move this to some other place. I wish this bed was purple. I wish they had a purple bed. They need to change one of the beds to purple, or more specifically the good bed, just so that all the kids can have their own bed. You know what? It's gonna be a green bed. It's gonna be for the break room at Carrot Garden. If you're working at Carrot Garden and you're done with your 13-hour shift, you can rest 5 minutes before your next 13-hour shift behind the Carrot Garden, where the customers are gonna watch you sleep. I think this is a fantastic idea. All right, let's do the base tour. Starting out front, we have our massive wall of trees that you cannot get through except through this door, where we have several lines of defenses, where you could see we have our utilities like our map, our compass, our sundial, and even our boost pad to get out there fast. Then we have the 4 kids tents. We have the koala kids tent, which has lights in the back, lights in the front, 2 porch chairs, little signpost to match the color, pillows all around. Then we have the squid kids tent, yellow porch chairs in the front, 1 in the back because he likes to look ominous. Then we have his little bed right here with a chair that hurts pretty bad if you sit on it more than 5 seconds. But over here we have the Dino Kids tent. We have his own bed, bookshelf, rug, 2 torches in the back, nightstand, beanbag chairs, deer trophy. Legend says it that the Dino Kid actually once stole the deer's lunch money, which is how he won this trophy, and I totally didn't buy it for him in the furniture trader shop. But then lastly, we have the Kraken Kids tent, 2 beanbags, pillow, nightstand, bed, bookshelf, rug, 2 chairs, beanbag in the back. We're gonna be attacked tonight. That sucks. But very nice tents for all 4 of the kids. They're living luxury out here. We've been here for more than a year, almost a year and a half. Day 449. They're living very nice now. Then we have our campfire, default with every single camp, with multicolored camping chairs that you can sit in, get warm, roast some marshmallows, whatever you feel like. Crafting bench over here, fairly standard, with your very own camping chair as your work seat. You can get done pretty much anything you want. And considering that your feet are closer to the bench than your hands, you're gonna have to learn how to use them. But this is the perfect time to demonstrate just how powerful the inner line of defense is here. Just watch as the deer walks right towards me and then runs away. See, it worked. It worked perfectly. See? But with the raiders that are coming in, barely alive, all I have to do is shoot 1 bullet and they drop down. Full raid done in like 30 seconds. But there are some not so pretty things that I included in the base. For example, we have a front lightning rod, and if we come all the way to the back, we have a back lightning rod, because this base is pretty big. This should cover everything. everything. But for the main attraction, I think, of the entire base, we have a new restaurant, Carrot Garden. We have 3 tables here, seating for 4, seating for 3, seating for 2. We got torch lighting. We got some nice lights in the back. Nice lights as you enter into our very professional and totally not growing our food out of the ground kitchen, where you have barrels of I don't know what's in there. You have your very own crock pot. If you're waiting for your food to cook, just go ahead and sit down. Or if you've already worked a 13-hour shift, you are welcome to take a 5-minute break on this very bed right here where the customers get to watch you sleep. Now, if that isn't the best restaurant idea in the world, then I don't know what is. But for our last item, we have the oil drill, which is all the way back here. That'll send the oil barrels into this little pond right here, just so that we can have them stack up and won't have to have them clutter our base. But with that, that's the entire base tour. Look at how huge this base is. 3 walls and a line of defense leading to a choke point here, making raids almost automatic. And it's so big that you can barely see the other side of it. Now, this base was pretty awesome, but since you can plant trees outside of your base, it gets even bigger. So with the biggest base, what I did is I got the fire level 6. I built a base where I had wood storage as the first layer, then shelves as another wall, and then finally a tree wall at the very edge. But what I'm gonna do is not only go to the biggest possible base with the torch walls, but because you can plant trees anywhere, I'm gonna be making the base bigger than where you can place normal stuff by placing trees even farther out. So in order to do this, I have my friend Gunman here to help me out, and it's gonna take quite a while. I mean, that is a lot of trees. We're gonna need, I don't know how many, few hundred at least. All right, we're on day 2. We got fire level 5. What I do need to do though is build the map. All right, Gunman over here planting the trees. This is going pretty good. We'll be able to get stuff a lot faster with 2 of us doing this. So for the biggest possible base, I'm gonna need a lot of furniture as well to fill the base, or at least, actually, I don't think I'll need too much, because in the last one, it was a 3-layer wall, and that's what we're gonna do for this one as well. So I'm gonna do a layer of walls at 5 torches, 10 torches, then the tree wall. I don't even know how big that's gonna be, but most of the stuff is gonna be within the first layer of walls, so that actually won't be too bad. What I do want to do though is I need to get a ton of scrap for these wood storages and shelves that I'm going to build. Each wood storage is 5 scrap, so it's going to be a lot. There we go. Got the giant sack. That'll be really good. And I got that super early as well. We're only on day 3. All right. I think this should be day 4. Let me start getting the kids. We're already doing really good. Gunman has a strong axe, so he's going to be getting wood really fast. And if I do this right, I mean, I have a giant sack already. If I do this right, we should be able to get everything we need very quickly. And it won't take me 17 million hours like bases usually do. Also gotta find some fuel for the very last level for the fire. With fire level 6 and both of us getting materials though, this should go by very fast. He's not gonna be getting scrap and fuel, so that's my job right now. So he's gonna be getting wood over and over, and then that's usually something that I would do. So it's like well, it's not really like 2 people playing at once, but it is 2 people playing at once. So it should be 2 times faster, but maybe not exactly. I'd say at least a lot faster. All right, I'm actually getting a lot of fuel right now. I just got an oil barrel, 2 fuel canisters. There's another fuel canister right here. Give me an oil barrel, por favor, and I will take it right back to the base. Oh, actually a giant sack. Perfect. I can give that to Gunman. Oh, but I did get a fuel canister. That's nice. All right, put this all into the crafting. That actually might be enough. Oh yeah, I forgot first kid is in the sack as well. Gunman's about to die. I will protect you, sir. And there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, but let's start putting this stuff in. It might be enough. Hey, there we go. Okay, it is. We have 1 left over. We can go start getting all of the kids pretty much immediately. I have pretty much enough. I think I have enough bullets. I probably do. All right, let's get the second kid real fast. Not even gonna get the chest for now. Good evening, sir. How do you do on this fine evening? This is not how you do sit-ups, sir. You have to go all the way up, unless you're doing very small crunches. In that case, keep on going. You'll have a 17 pack in no time. All right, now let's see where the third kid is at. We'll head over there, and it should be near daytime by the time we get there. All right, perfect. We literally got here just as it turned day. And I also have a lot more rifle ammo, so we should be good to go get the 4th kid pretty much immediately. Actually gonna use some of my revolver ammo as well. It's a lot faster to shoot. All right, got the 3rd kid and an oil barrel. We'll use that for fuel in case we need it. And I'm actually gonna bring back all of this food just so that I can not die to death. All right, so far we're actually getting a decently big pile of saplings. So we just need this to keep growing, and I'm gonna be going and getting the 4th kid while Gunman is doing that. So this is actually going really good. We also have a ton of wood in the crafting bench already. We got 93, 55 scrap, which actually that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 4 farm plots and the crock pot. All right, just build that, but Gunman died, so I'm gonna go on a quick rescue mission. All right, let's go get the 4th kid, and we'll have everything on day 13 pretty much. Max level fire on all 4 kids. All right, let's try to get this done very fast. Okay, it's nighttime. I might die, but I'm gonna try to get this done before the ram comes by. I think this game is a ram game. Yeah, it is. Okay, actually, it's perfect. The ram is stuck down there. Okay, got the key dropped. Now I just need to somehow get the ram out of the way. I'm gonna lead him this way. All right, cool. He got his charge attack going now, so we'll just do one of these. Go in here, and we're good. Take a bandage too. I don't want to die. Got a giant sack down here. Neither of us need it though, so we're all good. Now let me just bring the 4th kid back to the base, and we'll have all 4 kids on day 13, max level fire. I guess now we just need to get some beds as well. And there we go. Cool. All 4 kids are saved. Sapling pile is still growing. This is exactly what we want. Let me also make some food for both of us real quick. Oh, also, I need to get a lightning rod. Do not want to die here, especially in my own base. So now let's see. What do we need for the beds? I can get the old bed real quick, as well as the regular bed. Just need some more wood for the good bed. Just going to place them right here for now. We'll move these. We are going to be designing the base to be very nice. So let's see. I think the best thing for me to do now is to go to the stronghold, get some cultist gems, because then we'll be able to get the giant bed. And also, I'm thinking we might want to get the crafting bench 5 and some of the later items. I think that would be pretty cool. But then again, depends on how long this base is going to take. With 2 of us and this many saplings already, things are going pretty good. I'm going to get some saplings myself as well. I'm going to do the stronghold the next night or the next day. Let's see. I do have to figure out where the stronghold is first. I think it's probably down here, because otherwise it should be somewhere on the map, if not. Yep. Okay, perfect. Got it. Exactly. It is right there. But we also have the furniture trader, so I'm going to see what he has. I wonder how many coins I have. Okay, I have 110. That's perfect. We're going to get the rarer items, so we'll get all of these. Birdhouses are always nice. We'll get Kevin, his seat, and Nemo. And then what else should I get? I do want to make this a very nice base, so I think we're going to just get some tables to start out with, and then 10 more coins. We'll just get some fairy lights doubles. But now let me actually get 2 gem forest fragments, which is going to be great, and 2 cultist gems, and hopefully maybe a tactical shotgun. That'd be really nice. And there we go. Okay, so let's see. We got our gem of the forest fragment, 2 cultist gems, tactical shotgun, please. Okay, chainsaw is actually not bad. I'm gonna bring this back for gunmen to use. The one thing I do need to get an absolute ton of is scrap. I cannot be wasting my scrap right now, because we need to build some pretty big walls. Just the torches themselves are 60 whole scrap, so I'm gonna have to go out pretty far, and maybe even if I get everything out far, I'll have to get some of the smaller scrap items nearby to the base, like broken fans like this one, or older radios, or old radios. Actually, are they? I think they're called broken radios. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. We got a red chest. What the what? What? I've never seen this at a double micro. Or actually, wait, no. I think I might have dropped it while running past here once, or at least before I died. Try to open this though without getting the bears on me. There we go. And that is the worst thing. You know what, bears? You can have that. How about you guys enjoy that? Next time I come by here, you'll be protected. Still looking for scrap. That is the #1 thing we're going to be needing. Because right now I can already build the first wall, but I think I'm going to get the... Actually, you know what? No, wait. I have to build it this way. Yeah. So I have to build the wall first, which will be at 5 torches. So I need 5 torches, then the wall, and then the next wall at 10 torches, and then the trees. That will be pretty much its own border. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but it's going to be bigger than the 10 torch wall. I also found another red chest right here. Hoping for the tac shotgun. That'll be super helpful. Okay, another chainsaw. I'll take one for myself. Don't mind if I do. And I got 2 gem forest fragments. Got a bunch of scrap in here. This is going good. Strong flashlight too. That'll be very useful. All right. Put all this into the grinder. There we go. That's what we need. Now I actually do need wood. And the pile of saplings is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is perfect. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to plant all of these and then chop them down, because I'm the lumberjack class. I should at least stay even with the amount of saplings here. All right. This is good. So far we've got an entire forest gem fragment, and we haven't even got any gem forest fragments from raids yet, so this is good. And I'm also gonna see, can I get both beds real quick? I believe I can. Okay, no, I need more wood first. And there we go. Okay, got all 4 beds. That'll help us to actually get to 99 nights, and then get the better raids with the gem of the forest fragments. Okay, this is about to be an insane amount of wood. But after this, we'll just keep the saplings going, build up a bigger pile, and I'll have all the wood probably I'll need for the entire game. Dude, this is insane. And there we go. Yeah, that's a lot of logs right there. Let me just start putting all these in the bench. And there we go. I finally got all of the wood into the crafting bench. We now have 450. That'll be enough for the first 5 torches, 100%. So we will place these down. Oh, wait, actually, they look different. They have candles now. We'll just place them right here for now. We do need to go get the hammer later, but that'll be for later. So now we have to build an entire wall out of wood rain storages around this huge perimeter. So I guess let's just go ahead and start. So I can build 10 right now, and we'll just start it out. I think I want the door to be, we'll have the door be over here. So now I'm gonna be doing this. It has to be this way, because if you have it this way, you can jump out of the base, but not in, well, oh, you may be able to jump back into the base. But the cultists, they run into the wall and then they jump. But if they run into the wall and then they jump here, then they'll be able to get up. All right, this is getting huge now. So let me keep building these walls. All right, and I actually get to show you what this thing does. Look, the cultists just straight up cannot get into the base. All right, so my goal right now is just to get a ton of scrap. So I'm going to be exploring probably a huge portion of the map. I mean, maybe even all of it, to be honest. I might need to get a bunch of broken fans and old radios. All right, just got 83 more scrap. That'll allow me to get a bunch more walls, but man, that is not going by quickly. We are gonna need so much more. And now that I'm realizing it, if I'm building the new biggest base, when I built the biggest hexagon base, it was hard to keep that in frame, because when you get far enough away, the smoke stops your ability from seeing things. And now this is gonna be even bigger with the free cam, so I wonder how this is gonna go. Oh, hold up, I'm about to die. I gotta be careful. I gotta get more stew. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make more farm plots. Dude, this sapling pile is getting pretty big. It can get bigger. I think I've had bigger, but we're not done. We are not done. I'm also starving to death again, so let me eat. All right, let's build the farm plots we need. I'll just build 4 more. I think we're gonna use a lot of them later on, to be honest. All right, just finished a raid, and I think this should be 99 nights right here. There we go, day 99 in 80 minutes, and we're not even trying that hard. But now that I have 160 scrap, let's see what we can add to the wall. And the reason that I'm doing the wood rain storages first is because they're the most expensive, so that's why we're gonna have them be the smallest possible wall, even though it's massive. All right, that is actually quite a lot to the wall, so that's good. We're about just under 3/4 of the way done, like 60% done. Sapling pile is looking gorgeous. All right, I have an idea. Instead of getting only scrap from around the map, because honestly, I might be getting close to running out. I mean, I've explored quite a lot of the map already. I'm also gonna be getting scrap from the stronghold. Okay, I just realized I have an insane amount of coins. I have 500 coins right now. I need to visit the furniture trader even more often, just so I can even be able to spend all of this. All right, there we go. So I got the scrap. That'll help out a lot. I'm also about to die. I'm at 1 HP and like 5 hunger. This is not good, but I think I should be able to eat as soon as I get out of here. Now I'm hoping for the tac shotgun. We already have 2 chainsaws. We're good there. There we go. Tac shotgun. Thank you very much. Got my gem of the forest fragment as well. We're on day 154 and still not even close to being done. We've been going for about 2 hours now. Dude, this is insane. Look how big this sapling pile is getting. This is going great. By the time I have the scrap walls done, we might just have all the saplings we need and we can immediately plant them. And I do need to pay attention though, because I need to get furniture. I have so many coins that I need to be able to spend them before we're even finished with the walls. But let's place more of our wood rain storages down. Okay, maybe we will have enough scrap. We are getting close to finishing this first wall and it looks very, very nice. There we go. Got a defensive blueprint. I think that's the first one I've gotten this entire game, but we will try to use that for the base. Oh wait, hold up. Just got a second defensive blueprint right in a row. That's perfect. All right, we got to keep getting more of those. There, 3rd defensive blueprint in a row. Dude, is the game listening to me? I would really not like a giant 50 slot sack. Yes, that is what I would not like. So don't give it to me, game. That is exactly what I don't want. Bro, I'm at 600 furniture coins now. This is insane. That's more furniture coins than I had when the owner spawned them in for me. or at least right off the bat. I'm not sure how many I got later, but wow. Okay, we have a lot. Probably a lot of that is from the stronghold. Especially as you go up in levels in the stronghold, you get more and more coins because there's more and more enemies. There we go. Gem of the Force Fragment again. That's going good. Oh, I also forgot I have my tack. I could use that. All right. Things are going really good. We're about to have our third Gem of the Forest. Got a bunch more fuel as well. And I have 660 coins. No furniture trader today. But let's see. I think I have enough scrap to finish off the wall. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start off with 7 of these. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh, no. Not this thing. I don't think you could build on these. Oh, wait. No, you can. What in the world? Why? What? I thought you couldn't. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna ignore that. That was just fine. All right, we're gonna have to do one of those. So this wall's gonna have a small gap, but I mean, I could try to do something like where I cave it in a little bit with some shelves. I don't want to use such expensive materials, but we'll see. All right, so I think I need literally just one more, and then that should be good. So we'll just build one more, put it right here, and this will be the door. Kind of big, but I think I want it to be like this just so that we have a giant pathway coming in. Maybe I'll narrow it later. All right, so now what I need to do is make the base even bigger all the way out to 10 torches, and then we'll start using shelves for our walls, which honestly might end up being cheaper than this wall because shelves are 2.5 times cheaper. So that'll be really good. So let's grab ourselves some torches, place them right here with the rest, and then just use our shelves for the final wall for the inside of the base, because I mean, this is as far as you can place regular things, but it won't be the farthest wall because why do the shelves look like this? Huh, that's weird. I was actually kind of surprised when I saw that. But the final wall will be the trees, and I don't know how far out we're gonna put that. Actually, let me check my sapling pile, or at least gunman sapling pile that is just absolutely massive. Look at this thing, man. I think it won't be enough though. I think we'll definitely still need more. The one thing I don't like about the final 10 torch wall is that you can't really place close to what the barrier shows. You have to kind of go back here. Not sure if there's a reason for that, but either way, that's the reason why it looks like this. But yeah, this wall is so much cheaper. All right, we already built a decent arc so far, and now I'm gonna get more scrap because we need more for the shelves. Dude, it's just insane. I'm running out of map to look for scrap, but it will be worth it in the end. Let's see, the furniture trader here, he is not here. I am going to need an absolutely ridiculous amount of furniture just to spend all the coins that I have. Oh, dude, my game just lagged for a little bit. I think trying to load in all of these saplings, my game is now actually lagging. It's insane. What the? There's a dog stuck in a roof. I mean, bro went from roof to roof. That's insane. All right, well, I'm going inside of this house for now. Okay, never mind. It's daytime. What in the... Oh, I think it's... The dog spawned weird. That's why, because it disappeared when it turned daytime. Interesting. Wait, furniture trader. I just heard him. Okay, he's this way. Perfect. He's not that far. He's not going to take me too far away. All right. So, let's see what in the world I can buy. Grab a quick paintbrush. Trade with him. Okay, so we'll get the rare stuff. I have, dude, almost 7. I think maybe exactly 700. I didn't see, but pretty much 700 coins. Insane. So, let's... All right, I'm just getting absolutely beaten around by a horse. Please let me not die, sir. Let's get some... Why am I dying? Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see. I think I'm gonna get a few nightstands. We'll get about 4 of those because we only have 4 beds. We'll get a ton of I'm just gonna grab a ton of these. All right, that's probably enough. No idea how many that was. We'll get a bunch of these fairy light singles. Those are always nice. And then the bush planters are always great as well. Shrubs, flower bushes. Rocks aren't that cool. I think we're gonna skip out on gray brick tables for this moment, and then we're gonna get a bunch of hedgerows. Won't need any intersections though. Perfect. Other than that, I think we're good for right now. We'll save the rest of our coins. I just spent more than half of them. Dude, look at this. The koala kid is getting buried in these saplings. All right, let me throw down my furniture right here. Still have no idea how many chairs I bought. We'll figure that out later, probably when we get to it. All right, so with that raid I just finished, we now have 3 forest gems, so this is going good, but gotta keep getting a bunch more scrap. I do have more shelves to place though, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'll do that at nighttime. Dude, I am running out of scrap. I'm picking up sheet metal now. Look at this. I've explored so much of the map. I think the only last area I have is the volcano biome, really. I mean, there's a very small chunk at the bottom of the map. There may be something down there, but I'm getting close to running out. All right, this might be all that I need. So far, we're getting close to being halfway done, and I have 26 more shelves. All right, we're close. close. I'm almost 75% of the way done, at least with the scrap stuff. And then after that will be the trees. And I have no idea how long that's going to take. I might even have to start getting saplings too. Even though we already have 10 billion, we might need 50. What in the world is happening right here? Yo, what? What did I do? What kind of game is this? What the? Some kind of blue magical space donut captured a frog. He's stuck sideways, and I don't even know where that leads. I'm not gonna touch it though. Dude, what in the world? There's a bunny down there. I'm not going down there though. No, thank you. All right, time to go out into the volcano biome. There hopefully should be some pretty high ticket scrap items over there, like engines and washing machines, at least towards the outer edge. And I think that should be able to just barely finish the last bit of our wall. We're on day 217 now. Still not even done with the second wall. Here we go. We got a tire. That's very good. Got some more coins. All right, that's actually going really good. There's a ton of scrap out here. We're at that point in the playthrough where lightning is striking every 3 seconds. Got one right there. Boom. Another one just spawned in. Boom. It hit. Boom. Another one spawned in. It's insane. Oh, wait. Here. Washing machine. Perfect. That's exactly what I was wanting. Got an engine down here as well. The exact 2 things that I wanted. I'm going to grab this oil barrel as well. I don't know if we'll have enough scrap to make an oil drill. I think we might just have to go off of biofuel or something. All right. This should be enough scrap. So let's make a bunch of shelves. Not too many, though. I don't want to waste. Especially if we'll be able to afford an oil drill later. That will be very helpful. Almost done. Gonna make maybe 6 more shelves. All right, deer is on the edge of our base right now. Okay, I think I might build one last shelf. Oh wait, I already have that last shelf. Okay, perfect. So I actually did build the exact, or I made the right exact amount. There we go. Our first 2 walls are done. Let me free cam this. It is nighttime, but oh look, there's gunmen in the wall. All right, so far it's going pretty good. Actually, it looks kind of satisfying like this. Looks like a racetrack almost. The one thing about this base that I don't necessarily like is that now the cultists get stuck and super far spread out, so it's kind of hard to find them. Back up to 400 furniture coins. I'm thinking the furniture trader should come by very soon. Yep, he literally came today. Perfect. I have that 6th sense from playing this game so much. Oh wait, hold up, gunman's about to die. All right, but now that we have every single one of these first 2, I don't know why I said it like that, but now that we have our first 2 walls done, we can start using this just mountain of saplings. But we have to figure out how far out do we want to build this. Like, do we go out right here to keep it even spacing? I think that would look pretty cool. But man, this is gonna be a crazy base. So I have to figure, I don't want it to be a wonky circle. That's the last thing I would want, where the circle looks wonky and malformed like a basketball you'd be forced to play with because all the other kids got the better ball at recess. We are gonna make a good basketball here. All right, just got 27 saplings from here, and I'm assuming you can't tell anything's changed. So let's see, what do I want to do, man? It's a big gap. I mean, it's maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish people lengths. Not really. I mean, shoulder lengths, I guess, if that's the right way to measure it. So I mean, maybe we could do something like where we go around here and just keep planting. Just keep on go. I gotta keep it circular though, so I'm gonna kind of use the, what do I call it, this white dotted line as my guide. I'm gonna try and stay an equal distance away from it while building this. All right, so this is 27 saplings. This measly 3-inch long strain of our wall, 27 whole saplings. So as you can see, we're going to need a lot of them, and we have about 19 scrap left over. So if we really went back to the volcano biome and tried, we could probably salvage enough to make an oil drill. But is there anything else we might need? Maybe bear traps? Those are always nice. Not sure, but no way on planet Earth are we making any of the endgame items. It's like 100 scrap if we want to get the bench and one of those items. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little bit hard. This tile right here doesn't show the white dotted line because it's elevated a little higher. All right, I think I'm doing a fairly decent job keeping this uniform. You could see a slight bend so far. Just gotta keep doing that. And I have so many saplings. Gunman is getting more, but now I'm actually making a dent in this thing. We actually might not have enough. We might not even have half of what we need. We might need to get a whole lot more, and we're already on day 244. All right, still looking good. Getting a lot bigger. Gotta make sure wait a second. Did I even go see the furniture trader when I predicted him? I don't think I did. I think I forgot. Oh man, I have to really remember though. Next time time, he comes back to buy all the stuff from him. I think I have an idea of what I want to do. I think I want to place some lightning rods around the base, just because right now I keep getting hit by lightning while trying to place these trees. Or maybe I can just place one and then use a hammer to bring it around with me. So I'll just place one right here, and that hopefully should protect me over here. All right, we're more than 25% done with this. And I know 25% doesn't sound like much, but I promise it is. There's so many trees here. Dude, look at this map. Absolutely insane. We could explore the entire thing pretty easily. We're almost done. There we go. Furniture traders here, not wasting a second. We're going over there immediately. Tree walls looking nice so far. We're getting close to being halfway done. So we actually might have close to enough saplings because the sapling pile is still decently big. All right, 450 coins. Let's get a writable sign, I don't know how to pronounce that, toadstools, stone pillars, street lanterns, and now what else do we need? Let me get a bunch more hedgerows. We could end up using those. Gonna get mostly the straight ones. Let me actually make a few, or get a few gray brick tables and some benches. We'll get some more lights, some archways. Pillows could be good. Let me grab more of these flower bushes and shrubs. Tables, we could use those. Bookshelves, we'll get some of those too. And cloth frames are always good. I think for now that's good enough. We still have 90 coins left. But yeah, I've probably spent maybe 1,000 coins this game so far. I think that's what I've spent. It's insane. All right, day 271. We've been going for about 3 whole hours now. And keep in mind, that's with 2 of us. And keep in mind, that's with 2 of us doing this. So I couldn't imagine how long this would have taken just me. I'm just planting the trees right now, and it's taking quite a while. He actually got pretty much all of those saplings. I think I got like 1% or maybe less than 1% of the saplings that we've used. Or maybe like 1 or 2% to be honest. All right, you know what? I think today we're gonna skip out on planting some saplings, and I'm gonna quickly go get the hammer. Now it might be hard because I need 5 scrap. I have the 5 wood. That's very easy. There's wood all over the map. Dude, we could honestly, Gunman and I, chop down every tree in the forest. Actually, wait, I think there might be scrap in here. I think usually there's always scrap in here. Yeah, we already got 3 and there's 5 right there. Okay, perfect. We have more than we need. We can actually bring some back to the base. All right, there we go. Got our hammer building, and we have 5 extra scrap to bring home. Perfect. So now I can bring my lightning rod with me and not die every 5 seconds to lightning. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna build a biofuel processor. That's how we're gonna get fuel, because I'm out of fuel canisters and oil barrels now. But I have a ton, and I mean a ton of vegetables. All right, there we go. Perfect. We got the fire to almost max capacity, and now we can get back to planting our trees. And I actually think we will have enough. I genuinely think we'll have enough saplings for this. I mean, we're getting close to being 3/4 of the way done. We're almost on day 300 as well. Oh, dude, I'm almost out of saplings. Look at this. I mean, I'm getting close to being done, so I'm not too worried, but man, all those saplings went to good use. Dude, I think this might be the last little bit. It is. We're done with all the saplings we have. Furniture traders here today. Let me quickly trade with him. Got 160 coins. Let's grab all the rare stuff. We'll grab some bean bags, some pillows. We'll definitely need fairy light doubles, and archways we won't really need. And I'm gonna get some barrels. All right, that is the last little bit of our saplings. We only have a little bit more to go, so I'm gonna have to start getting some saplings as well. So close to being done. We're on day 334, and we're about maybe 85% done with the wall, maybe 90%, not sure, but it's a lot. It's a whole ton of trees. All right, this should be the last little bit of saplings that I need. I may need a few more maybe, but we are like 99% done here. I mean, my saplings are getting to the point where they're floating now. There we go. Turn on gravity real quick for these ones. Turn on gravity for this one. All right, yeah, I'm gonna need just a few more. Oh, okay, a few more right here. All right, and that is it. I may use more to fill in some more holes, but so far, that is all the saplings we're gonna need around the entire base. If I go into free cam real quick, you can see we have an entire circle going around this base outside of the 10 torch wall, making this the new biggest base, at least that I've ever built. Just huge, man. It's gonna look so much cooler in the daytime. I gotta get our fire up though real quick. All right, day 352. Just probably an entire day or a decent chunk of this day just planting the trees. Not even placing, planting them, just spamming E over and over and over again. Yo, I might not even finish by the time the day is over. I've only got a minute 30. I'm not even, well, I am now, but a quarter of the way done. My fingers hurt from spamming W and E over and over again. Dude, I'm running out of daylight. I'm 75% done. I have 7 seconds. This is insane. An entire day of just planting. Now it's nighttime. There we go. Finally planted all these saplings. These ones even started sprouting. I can go around here. I'll see them sprouting just like this, going along the path that I just made. Okay, all of our trees are now planted. Gunman is headed out. We've gotten pretty much every material we need. I mean, look at this, bro. We got the tree wall already about 25% done. It'll be tomorrow that it's fully finished. And we have some extra saplings just in case there are holes that we may want to patch up. But yeah, look at, I can't even see this thing. Look at this. I legit just, bro, look at this. You can kind of see this, but like if I try to see the whole base, you see nothing but void. Hopefully in the daytime it'll be much easier to see. I'm really hoping that. Excuse me, dear, do not come through my doorway without my permission. I thought you were a vampire. Bro does not know how to act in character. There we go. The entire wall is now complete, and I can kind of see it. I mean, this looks insane from above. It is huge, this base, man. So now that we have the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest, we're gonna have to fill in this inner ring. So we're gonna have to use our furniture, and we'll have to use our hammer to pick up the stuff we already placed. All right, so let's see what we can do first. First thing, I'm gonna pick up the tents. I'm gonna pick up the boys' tents. We're gonna place them off to, let's see, around this place back here, and this will be their crash pad. We'll pick up the girls' tents as well. Wait, hold up. Wait, I just mixed it. I forgot. Okay, I forgot. The red tent is the boys' tent. Dino Kid and Squid Kid. So let me place it. We'll place it closer, like right here. It's like they're having a little sleepover. And then the girls' tents we'll place back towards this end. And we'll do the same thing, placing them like this. And then we'll maybe even make some kind of divider in the center here, with each of them having their own pretty cool base. Or at least each of them with their other roommate that they're forced to live with. But let's see what we could do. I want to first sort out the furniture by, I guess, category, if that makes sense. So like farm stuff, I'm gonna place over here. Restaurant stuff, we're also gonna place over here, right where this chopping board is. Got the furniture trader today. We are heading over there immediately. Dude, this is such a cool base. Let's see, I have 130 coins. What in the what is a bear plush? I've never even seen that before. All right, well, I'm grabbing that. All right, let's see, what else do we get? Fairlight doubles, easy. Cloth frames, easy. We'll get some bean bags, easy. And finally, a pillow. That was actually really cool. A bear plush. Never seen that. Interesting. So for the bear plushie, we'll give that to the girls. Got a leaf pinwheel. This is kind of cool. I guess we could put this in the, we'll go restaurant. I think that'll be cool. Mushroom couch. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do with these rarer items that are kind of abstract. So we're going to place them on their own category and probably use them to fill in what we didn't use already. All right. This should be fairly sorted. We got bedroom stuff right here. We got all of our lights, random items, restaurant stuff, and farm stuff right here. So we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with each section of our base. So we have girls' bedroom, boys' bedroom, kind of in this back right quadrant. Back left quadrant, we'll free up some space, and I think we could kind of make this just like the last biggest base that I built, but I don't think I want to do that. I actually think what I want to do is place a restaurant in this quadrant right here, and the farm in this quadrant right here, because it has a pond that we could use to make it look even nicer, and the restaurant should be close in proximity. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll move all of our restaurant stuff to over here. Just kind of chuck it over there. And then all of our farm stuff, we'll have to throw that a little bit harder over to that corner. All right, and for right here, we have all of our bedroom stuff. So we have cloth frames, which I'm really gonna like to use. I think what I'm gonna do is something like this, where I go one right here, one right here, here, and then with a paintbrush, we'll have it be painted to each of their colors. So the Kraken Kid will get blue, and the Koala Kid will get pink. So I actually think that makes it look kind of a little bit more cozy. I like that. It almost looks like a garage. Hold on. Yeah, that actually does look like a garage. Let me move the tent just slightly to make it fit better, though. This is the Kraken Kid's garage, and here's the Koala Kid's garage. Nice. But now let's do the same for them. them. All right, cool. They each have their own little cloth frame area. Actually looks pretty nice. I don't know why. It's a little satisfying. Now we got to start. Oh yeah, our beds. I forgot. The beds are something we're going to need for the kids' bedrooms. Can't just leave them over here. So what we'll do is we will give a big bed to one of the girls and a small bed to one of the girls. And your feet are going to be in some bushes. Try not to get a rash or a spider bite, but then again, you are not allowed to sue me since you are a child. And you two will get also a big bed and a small bed. All right, cool. Now we just got to start adding stuff to it. So we have pillows. We also have nightstands. Nightstands the first thing we're adding because that is very easy to know where to put it. I think, okay, yeah, that's backwards if I put it this way. So they each get a nightstand. Now I have 2 cloth frames left, unless maybe I have some more. No, okay, I only have 2. Don't think there's really anything else we could use it for. The one thing I like about the tree wall now is that the cultists aren't really getting stuck on it. They're walking into the base through the door. So that'll be really good for defeating the raids, because before then I would have to go out and like search for them almost. Not even almost. I would literally have to go around and look for them. All right, now let me take the bookshelves that I have. I have 5 of them, so we can actually add them on just like we did the nightstands for each of the kids. Oh wait, hold on. I'm building them backwards. All right, looks decent. What else do we have? We have pillows and bean bags. I think what we could do would be some kind of cool mesh where they each get their own thing of either bean bags or pillows. So we'll put some bean bags right here, just like we'll say this, and then we'll color them all in yellow. And then over here we'll do pillows. So we'll do some pillows like this, and then we'll paint it red, and then we'll do the same thing for the girls' side. And there we go. Okay, so they each have pillows or bean bags for their rooms, like their own mini living rooms. Looks pretty nice. It actually adds a lot of, what's the right word? Contrast. I kind of like that. I'm gonna add a cloth frame to the edge of each of the sides as well. So we'll do one right here and one right here. Still do have some pillows left over, so I guess I'm gonna try to incorporate them. All right, so that's it for the pillows, and I have 3 more bean bags, so I could do something like this. And let me move these real quick. And then one right here, paint it yellow. Gotta make sure the colors match. And then another blue one right here. Cool, we got a very nice colorful base. They have living room galore. Fall asleep on 17 bean bags if you would like. Very, very nice. I would love to live here. But now actually, I have fairy light arches, so let's go ahead and add those to each of the girls' beds, just like this. I feel like that makes it look pretty nice. And then for the boys, let me grab some fairy light singles and we'll put them off to the side, kind of like right here. And then another one we'll do behind his bed. Actually, no, we'll do right here. All right, that looks pretty cool. But now let's start doing the restaurant and how we want to order that. Now I want to think, could we do some interesting tables? Because we might have some interesting chairs. I know that. Now we have Kevin and his seat over here. Not sure where we want to put him. We might want to put him at the entrance. Kevin is always the happy smile that you want to see when entering into a base. He will either murder you if you are a cultist, or he'll be your best friend and tour guide and overall best person on the planet with his pet fish Nemo and his pet bird Rio. I have to go find Rio real quick. Now where's Rio at? Where are you? Birdhouse? Where is that at? Is that, maybe I moved it to the farm stuff. There it is, birdhouse. All right, Kevin, Nemo, and Rio as you enter into the base, and my fire is almost out. I do not want to die, so let me put some stuff in there. Day 415. I'm now 4 hours, 10 minutes into this. I cannot imagine how long it would have taken if we didn't have gunmen helping us out with the hardest possible wall. Or at least it seems like that's the hardest. All right, we got some good items here. We'll take some lantern cylinders, picnic blanket, bullseye rug, and I guess a couple bluebells and an amaryllis. And that's all. Wait, I have a fantastic idea. We can make a whole bunch of tables in the restaurant. For example, we have a picnic blanket. That could be cool. And I think I have a cloche. I have no idea what this thing is called. A cloche? A clocky? I don't know. But we have that. We'll use that for the picnic blanket. And then we have a chopping board. We can use that there too. Cups we'll use for other places. Wooden tables, flowers, tree lanterns, chairs. We could make some interesting looking tables here, I think. And that would add a lot of variety to our restaurant. So we could have like mushroom tables, a picnic blanket, wooden tables, even brick tables. Oh, actually, I don't think I have brick. Actually, wait, no, I do think I have brick tables. I do. They're right here. Perfect. And benches. Okay, so we have a wide variety of stuff. We'll also add a quick little rug right here for the squid kid. It kind of matches his colors. All right, let's see what we could do. So I have a wooden table, and I could put one right here, and I could put another one right here, and we'll go ahead and put one right here. But I don't want to make too many. I also want to do the picnic blanket as a picnic table, so we'll do that back here, and then we'll put the clocky thingy on it. We'll do it like slightly off-centered, so that way we could put the chopping board also slightly off-centered, kind of inside of the ground, but you know, everybody loves chopping on quantumly, physically stuck chopping boards. I mean, I heard that they're hot selling on Amazon right now. Okay, so now we need the brick tables as well. So we'll do one right about here and one right here, and I think that is good. So we have wooden tables, brick tables, and a picnic blanket. All right, so we got our gray brick benches like this. We'll grab our wooden chairs, of the which I have 24. Probably way more than I'm gonna need. Maybe we can find some kind of use for them. So we're gonna make each of these a table of 4. So that's half of our chairs so far. We do have more tables. I do have some street lanterns. I thought they would look really nice for the restaurant. So we could do something like this, something like this, and a third one would be nice right back here. It adds a nice feeling to it. It looks more like French, or like France, kind of. I don't know why. It just gives me that French vibe. We also have some flowers, so we'll add these scattered throughout. Got an amaryllis, put that right here. Some bluebells, we'll put them around here and here. Very nice, becoming more distinguished. Now I have some extra lavender, so we're gonna give these to the koala kid. Put some by the bed and some out front. So I do have one more wooden table. I guess we could put that right here and use some more of our chairs. I do have an extra gray brick table. I think I'm just gonna toss this though. Oh, also I forgot I have 4 cups. Okay, that's perfect. So I can give you guys get 1 cup. All right, cool. Each table gets 1 cup. Only one person gets to drink. The rest of you get to I don't know, get the moisture from the air. Let's see what else we have. We have lantern cylinders. I believe these can go on here, so that'll be some nice lighting. We have a writable sign. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Actually, no, I know exactly what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna put a sign off to the left and say this: Kevin welcomes you to the biggest base. Does that fit? It does. Perfect. This is Kevin, Rio, and Nemo. Now we have some mushrooms. I'm wondering if we could do anything with those. We have stone pillars. That could actually look cool next to the stone tables. Hold up, we're gonna do that. So like one right here, and we'll go one right here as well. That looks pretty cool. What else do we got? Lantern cones. Let's see. Don't know if I want to put these anywhere specific. We could do one by the picnic table and one kinda in this area in between these 2 tables. Oh, I have more stone pill. Hold up, we could do some more stuff with this. I could do what could I do with this? I guess we could just do someone or something like right here and another thing right here. And I'm gonna pick up these bluebells. We'll just move them right here. I also have some clownfish chairs. So can we do anything interesting with these? Maybe we can have them be around the picnic table. I guess that's kind of cool. So you're not really sitting on the floor anymore, but you are dining in style with your quantumly phased cutting board, you know, pretty rare item. Oh, I got some candles too. Oh, those are going on the picnic table immediately. Very nice. And then we can do some more candles on the wooden tables as well. Very nice. Got a mushroom couch. Let's see. We could do something like this because I only have one. We could also put some mushrooms back here to fit the mood. Very nice. And I have more though. So what should I do with these? Maybe we could put some large mushrooms for the stone pillar area back here. Kind of matches the height of everything. Nah, I don't like that. That doesn't look so good. Okay, we're gonna pick these back up. I gotta figure out something. Maybe we could just put the mushrooms in the farm. I think that would actually look pretty cool. Growing 17 feet tall mushrooms. Okay, so let's see. Let's try. It's kind of dark a little bit right here in the center. I think I'm gonna add a fairy light single. Just put it right there. Nice. Kind of adds a little bit more. And now for the farm area. That's what we're going to have to really decorate. I mean, we have so much stuff to decorate. First thing we need are our farm plots. So let me pick up all the vegetables. All right, cool. So we got that. I think we can make some more farm plots. But then again, I'm not dealing with too much area with this quadrant right here. So I think we're going to deal with the farm plots we have right now. And then if I have more room, I'll place more farm plots. Wait, hold up. Maybe I could do something with these Halloween candles. Maybe they're not actually something I'm gonna throw away, but I can incorporate them into the restaurant, just like this. I like that. So we have candles and lanterns on every table now. Not bad. I wonder if there's anything else I could do. Oh, like a candle on each of the nightstands. Yeah, that is what I want. Well, hold on. I think I just put one inside the night. What the what? All right, your bedroom's gonna burn to death today. Sorry, Squid Kid. But oh wait, hold up. There we go. Never mind. You're not gonna burn your whole house down. We're all good. All right, cool. So each of them have a candle on their nightstand now. That looks pretty cool. All right, let's grab these. Now I gotta figure out how I want to lay them out. We can do something where it's like around the lake. So like a pattern going around like this. That could be something, but I feel like it wouldn't look natural. So maybe we could instead do something like one right here and one right here. We could do one like this and one like this. One sticking out here, another one right here, another one back here, and we'll go one right here. So it's not perfectly around the pond, but it kind of is, and it gives us some room to add in a lot of decoration. So I have flower bushes. These I think I know what I want to do here. We're gonna do something like a little wall. We're not even gonna use fences. We're gonna use these as a wall. Here will be the entrance, so we can just keep going. Okay, I think I'm not gonna have enough, so I have a good idea. What I can do is pick up every other one and replace it with a bush planter. Or actually, no, I think I'd run out of bush planters, so I'm gonna replace a few of them with bush planters. All right, that looks pretty nice. We got a nice little perimeter. Now we gotta start adding stuff within the base. We have some big pink flowers. We'll scatter that around. Gotta make it look like there's a flowing ecosystem here, you know? You know, the dead carrots and bones really just show a life-living ecosystem full of friendliness and happiness. Got a leaf pinwheel. We could do something cool right here. Have it be... where do we want this? We could actually put it outside. I feel like that'd be a cool little decoration on your way in, yeah. Oh, also, I forgot. We have these mushrooms. We could add these all around. So we'll put a brown mushroom back here. We'll put another one off to the side here. Some of these big ones right here out in the open. Oh, I have 4 of these? Hold up, this is a lot. All right, there we go. We got a ton of mushrooms around here. Got some barrels. We'll do one back here, one back here, one in the little area right here. I'll also have some shrubs, so I can add that kind of around on the inside. Put one on the outside as well on your way in. I have a whole ton of them, so we're gonna add some of them on the outside as well, kind of like this. Oh, I forgot about my hedgerows. I have like 17 billion of these. What on planet Earth am I gonna... you know what? Hedgerows will be the border for the restaurant if I don't starve to death. So we'll just do one of these. We're not gonna make it perfectly straight, but more natural-like, where there's bends and curves and it's not perfect. Okay, now I'm realizing a problem. I think I need to move this table. This table is not gonna fit. Otherwise, we're barely gonna have an entrance. All right, put one right here and then one right here. And here is our doorway into the restaurant. Now, I still have so many hedgerows. I mean, we're just gonna add these curved ones for... oh, wait, hold up. Actually, this looks cool. Wait, this looks cool. Hold up. This... I mean, I did this by pure accident, but it actually kind of adds a nice pillowy, soft design. Hold up. I am cooking. I might do this in some other builds. That actually doesn't look bad. Bro, this is a genius. That is not bad at all. We'll take this extra cup that I got, put it right here. What else do we got? We got some fairy light singles. We could add these around the farm. I do want to wait for nighttime, though, to see where it's dark. We also have a fairy light archway. We have 3 of them. We could add one right here into the restaurant and one right here into the farm. Don't know where I could do a 3rd one at. I don't think there's anything I could do with this. I have a whole bunch of fairy light doubles, though. I wonder what we could do with this. Some kind of, maybe a lining of lights on the outside of somewhere. Not the rest. Bro, these are kind of close together. Though, for the biggest base, I'm running out of space. Yeah, look, we got a restaurant and our farm, and I think we could do lights around the perimeter of this or lights around the perimeter of this. I don't know what would be the best, though. Oh, wait, hold up. I just had an idea. Dude, first of all, leave my property. Second of all, we can use the free cam to find any cultists that are stuck during the raid. Like him, he's stuck. Found him so much more faster than actually going around and, you know, walking and finding him. Get out of the farm, man. You're gonna stomp on all the crops. Get out. Get out. Paying customers only. So let's see. Let me go back to my free cam. What do I want to do here? I think, I mean, it depends how many lights I have. I don't want to, like, force anything. I think I want to do it around the farm. I mean, this is a little bit more lighter than the farm is. The farm is a little bit dark. So let's add our lights around here. Start from this edge and work our our way to the side. All right, cool. So we have lights going around the farm now. We have one more arch, but I don't know what we could do with it. The fairy light singles, though, we're just going to add these around. I mean, it's dark in here. And then we have 2 more, which we'll add to the kids' bedrooms. Okay, cool. So we're placing a lot of our stuff so far. Got some lantern cones. Where can we put these at? We'll just put it in this empty area right here. Got more street lanterns. That's perfect. Have a real French restaurant right here, because we all know that street lamps were invented by the French. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. All right, cool. Looks even nicer now. We also have the crock pot, so let's place that. Might as well kind of in the middle area. And now for our defensive blueprints, we'll place them. Okay, maybe I do need to make some more wood rain storages to make this a smaller entrance. Good thing I do still have some scrap left. Can make 2 of them, which I think is the exact amount that I need. Or maybe just 1. Yeah, maybe just 1 like this. And then defensive blueprints will, yeah, fit perfectly. I have to pack them close together because you can't really place them too close to the border right here, as you can see, like this. All right, defensive blueprints are placed down. Should help with the raids. Let me take these extra saplings. And honestly, I don't think we really need to fill in any holes. The tree wall looks great. So if I just go around here, are there any really big holes? I'm not seeing any. I think well, there's this, but that's like tiny. This is a very thick, dense tree wall. There's a hole right here. We'll patch that one up. So there's 1 hole on the right side, and that. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa. What happened right there? Okay, so holes on the right side. So we'll put 1 right here, 1 right here, and the last hole right here. Okay, cool. So the rest of these we'll just get rid of. Now we have this one area to work with. I wonder what we can do. There's no way I'm building anything out of the crafting bench. I do not have any scrap. Wonder what we could do right here. Anything creative? What do I have? I have a bookshelf. I have a table that could do. I have chairs too for said table. Bush planter, hedgerows, hedgerow curve. A living room. We can make a living room. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, we're gonna start by placing this thing here because every living room has one of these things totally. Then we can place a nice table to sit at right here, complete with 4 chairs. That'll use up the last of our chairs. Nice little bush planter back here. A wood rain storage. Can we do anything with a wood rain storage? I mean, we could have it be a coat rack. This is your coat rack as you enter into the living room. So we'll have it off to the side right here. Place your coats back here. Very nice. We have some hedgerows so we can make a nice little border around here. There we go. And then continue it back here just like this, and then finish it off like right there, or not finish it off. I could use 1 or 2 more, but that'll be good for right now. Fairy light arch for some lighting back here. Our bookshelf for some books if you want to read. And we have some, oh, there we go. The hedgerow curves. These will finish off the wall perfectly. It'll kind of curve it in on this side, and it will curve it in on this side as well. Boom. We have a nice little living room area. Is there anything else I could do though? Is there any other furniture anywhere that I could use? Maybe I could grab an extra one of these fairy lights from in here. They're kind of well spread out. I don't know if I want to take one from right here. I could take the 2 extra ones from the kids' bedrooms and then use them over here. So we could have a fairy light here and a fairy light right here. So although not incredibly complex, we have a nice little living room. Fill up the space quite nicely. Oh wait, what's this? Wooden table? Okay, perfect. 5 wooden tables. Yo, my guy. You have given me the best idea on planet Earth, so we'll just do one of these. All right, do one of these, and one of these, and one of these. Now we have a huge board meeting table for whatever reason. And I have 1 more wooden table. Not sure exactly what I could do with it. Maybe this could be extra storage. A hanger for your clothes right here. And if you're a woman, you could put a purse right here, something like that. And to start out our purse collection, a pumpkin for whoever wants to use that as a purse. And with this, we need to do one last thing, which is replace our torches. So where can we put these? We could put a few of them in our living room area, just like this. Put a few in the farm. Could put 1 in each of the kids' bedrooms next to the bookshelves. Actually, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this for one reason and one reason only. The colors get so messed up with this purple lighting. I don't like it. So we're actually not going to be doing this. There we go. Now the colors look nice and uniform. So I think, honestly, for the candles, we'll put them over by the entrance. How about that? And there we go. Okay, all of them are now placed. And I think that is absolutely everything. So first, let's take a quick view overhead of the biggest base. Can you see me? Where am I? I don't know if you see. Look, I'm jumping. That's me compared to this metropolis that I have just built over the course of about 5 hours, and not alone. Not alone. This was not a solo job. This is insane, man. This thing is huge. All right, well, let's quickly take care of this raid, and then we can do the base tour. All right, just took care of the raid really easy, because these traps did pretty much all the work. 22 cultist gems, by the way. Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot this one. 23. But now, let's finally do the base tour of the new biggest base in 99 Nights in the Forest, just as we surpassed 500 days. So, heading inside, we have our first layer of defense, our massive tree wall. Then we have our second layer, which are our shelves. And finally, our third layer of our wood range storages with a lot of defense blueprints, weeding out the cultists, taking down the cultists, where you finally, if you make it through, get welcomed by Kevin, Nemo, and Rio. Coming in, we have towards the right our restaurant, and towards the left our farm. We'll start off with the farm. You enter in and you see this beautiful, lush landscape, and then you see bones all over the place. But don't look at those. You know, just forget about those. But look at this beautiful, lush, and nice green and red and all the colors landscape. Very nice. And try not to break a bone on your way out. Then from this farm, we actually cook our gourmet meals, which you can eat inside of our restaurant. Here we have many different tables of many different sorts. We have brick tables. We have a picnic blanket table with a quantumly fused cutting board. Very, very desirable. This is a $50,000 a night table. And we have our wooden tables. So we have 3 different varieties. You get to pick whichever one you want. Then coming into the base, we have some of our normal stuff like our map, sundial, compass, biofuel processor. But what's actually cool are our kids' bedrooms. Right here, we have the Squid Kids base, complete with bean bags, a light, a candle, bed, bookshelf, everything a kid could want, except for like most stuff that kids want. Then we have something similar for the Dino Kid, for the Koala Kid, and for the Kraken Kid. All looking very, very nice. And then finally, we have our living room area where you can just hang out. You know, you can have a pumpkin right here because everyone just has random pumpkins in their house. Then we have this thing, which I'm not really sure what this is. You know, you get to have a... Wait, hold up. This actually lines up perfectly. You get to have a nice look outside the walls, just not all the way outside. And then we have our bookshelf for some books that you might want to read. As you can see, we don't have any books. We are quite literally being attacked by a deer if you leave this base every single night, so reading isn't really a priority right now. That base pushed the limits of how big they can really get. But after the admins gave me the ability to build anywhere, I built an entire city, which is my best build of all time. So the question becomes, how do you actually build a city in 99 nights? I mean, we got a decent base here, and the answer is, I don't even know. We're just gonna have to do it together. But the first thing I definitely know I want is a town hall, which I want to be circular, but this will be just the start of the absolute massive city that we are going to be building. The first thing that I think will be amazing is a tower, so that from the center of the city, you can look out at everything that we're gonna be building. All right, we have officially completed our tower. If I go all the way down, you can see just how high this goes. And when you make it to the top, you can jump up here to the top of the tower and look any direction. We also want an oil drill so we can get a ton of oil. And there we go. So ignore the trees for right now. We'll move those, but we have a nice center hub, but it's not really a city. This just kind of looks like a good base, but it gets so much better because the next thing we need are roads, because how can you have a city without roads? And to do that, oh, we are going to need so much wood, it's not even funny. I decided to get about 4,000. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know if it will be, but there's just one problem. We need to make this look like an actual city. I've gotten so good at this, I can do it while walking at full speed. Oh, wait, hold up, made a mistake. Okay, let's check out this amazing base we have so far. We have an entire city layout. No way. No way. Day 99 in 466 minutes. Almost 8 hours on this base so far. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna need more wood too. I'm not even kidding. I need more wood. Okay, we're officially on day 2. Yeah, we got a little bit of a situation here. Am I dying? Okay, I don't know how they found me. Oh no, I revived in the... Oh, nice cultist. Nice cultist. Look at back there. They're like building some kind of mecha cultist. What? Bro, how? And why are you flying? What the what? There's one all the way up here. We've got like New York with how they're all stacked on top of each other. Let's try to place some defensive blueprints. Kind of like that. Hey, that actually worked. Oh, great. They're already broken. Wait a second. Using my 11 impact grenades, let's see if we can make a dent in this monstrosity we got going on over here. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Start throwing the grenades. I'm just throwing a whole bunch. Oh, dude, they're all exploding. Oh, it's actually working. Dude, look at all the cultists we killed. The cultists don't explode. Oh, what the what? Yo, what? What? Look at that dude is in 3D space, 4 dimension. Bro, it's so much. All right, we have oil for like 3 whole countries. And then we have 2, I promise you, that cannot die. No matter how much I hit them, their health always goes back up. They are our first 2 citizens. Actually, first 3 citizens. This is Ricardo. I think we finally cleaned up most of the cultists. Oh, what the what? No! Ricardo got unstuck. Ricardo, my buddy. We've been friends for like 5 minutes. Don't make me do this. Ricky and Fred are so civil and so peaceful. I'm sorry, Ricky. Oh, I'm sorry, Ricardo. You were my somewhat friend, but it had to end like this. Okay, I think I got all the pieces. So now if I just hold F and we just see... Oh, wow. That was fast. Our trees are cut down, and we have another 4,300 wood to work with. The number one thing that really classifies a city as a city is the fact that a bunch of people are living in it. It's not really a city yet, which means we're gonna need citizens. And before we get citizens, we're gonna need houses for them to live in. Okay, we got our 200 shelves, and now let's build our houses. And this makes our first houses frame. So the next thing we need to do is fill this all with shelves. And with this, the house is not complete, but definitely filled with shelves. We have now hollowed out our house, and it has a roof. Now tell me you wouldn't want to live here, right? All right, same thing right here. And we have all 4 houses built, but they're very empty and very... Why is there a hole in the wall? What the what? All right, someone get mad playing video games, but... Oh, that's the door. All right, so now that we're out of there, we're gonna need to decorate them and make them actually livable. So the first thing for houses, you obviously need beds, and we'll put it in the far corner from the door. Feel like that matches it the best. We could put a painting right above the bed like that of a mouse's house. Yeah, I don't know why anyone's painting that, but that's a mouse's house right there. So we can have a living room area, then we can put a table in the center, and I have cups for everybody. We have our toy shelf with actual toys on it. The raccoon's mouth, it looks like it's taped shut. I don't know why that is. I guess he found out government secrets or something. Now let's grab some fairy light singles. Okay, so we got lighting throughout. We have a living room, a toy shelf, a nice bedroom-ish thing, and a nice dining table. Yo, I actually like this first house. This is pretty cool. So let's also decorate the other 3 houses. We gotta be different. We gotta be smart with how we do this. This room, I actually want this to be a little bit more basic. All right, so we got a more basic bedroom. We got the cultist on the wall, a bed, basketball, nice little eating area, and a bench. Nothing too crazy, but a nice house for somebody to live in. So now let's head over to where we will have the 2 other cultists. I have a good idea. Because they're cultists, we can put a deer trophy in here. And then, because this person likes trophies, we can also use the wolf head and put that right next to the bookshelf like this. And why not? He can have a little birdhouse as well. He has a little pet bird. And if you guys didn't know, I actually have a pet bird in real life. So let's head over to our last house. And then we'll be able to fill them with actual cultists. And with this, we have all 4 houses complete. Except for the fact that we don't even actually have any cultists. Like, this is kind of sad. There's nobody in here but me. This is pretty lonely. So I actually now am gonna have to somehow trap 4 cultists, 1 in each house, and make this their brand new home. home. Now I remember there was a church building somewhere around this area. Here's a cultist. We got one already. And here is the actual building. We got three cultists here. Okay, you know what? We're gonna bring back the melee cultists first, just because they have, I think, a faster walking speed, or at least they're more likely to follow me like they're doing right now. Oh, and we have the deer on us. Okay, took care of the elf wolf. Flashlight out. Get that working. Get away, sir. You just keep leading him back. Just keep leading him back. This is a very difficult. I gotta take a side entrance into the city without going too deep into it, but at least they're following me. We got 3 of them actually. I don't need 3 of you guys. I only need 2. Okay, there we go. We only have 2 following us now. We're back at the city. We're near the city limits. 10 seconds till daytime. They're almost to the city. So, oh, there's a wolf. No, please don't kill me. Dude, I have so many blueprints. If you kill me, it's over. Okay, I'm still alive. Furniture trader's back. What has he got? 2 legendaries again. What in the world is this? All right. I'm very low though. I cannot let them hit me. I need to somehow trap them in the house, but my HP is like 2.5. I'm gonna have to pull some like pro gamer move right here to like lead them into the house. Bam, jump around, block him off. Did we get it? I think we got it. I think we got him. Let's go. Okay. All right. We got, he's checking out this light. This guy just loves the wall. He's just really dazzled by the detail of the wall. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like he's in a, I'd turn around if I were you. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this very carefully. I need to extract one of the cultists while the other one stays. So if I do something like this, where I pick up the wall and I have only one of them chase me, I get his attention. No, the other one walked out. Oh, no way. I got one stuck outside by accident. That's perfect. He took some damage, but that's all right. We'll just try to put him in his house right here. All right. I can't really see anything. Place this. Is it good enough? It's not. It's not. It's not. He's not really stuck. Okay, man. All right. I have an idea. We're going to place a wall like this, so he's definitely not getting out. We're going to come in from behind, get his attention, and replace the wall super fast. Okay, let's get his attention. Excuse me, Mr. Cultist. Okay, he saw me, I think. Place that. He should be in the house. He should be in the house now. Now we can pick up our walls right here and quickly fix it. Make it look nice. There we go. Is he in? He's in. Hey, he's even looking at his photo with his buddy. Nah, he's actually like walking around. And then we got his friend over here in his house. Where's he at? Oh, he is back in the corner. Man, you really like that wall. It is. These pixels really mesmerize you, huh? I think you like it. So now we need to get some red cultists. Okay, we're almost back to the base. It's going pretty normal. Yo, is he stuck? Yo, no chance you got stuck. You can jump, right? Right. I really hope you can jump. No way. Oh, wait. Please. Okay, that's not great. I think I might actually got him stuck. Okay, well, he's pretty much stuck in there. I don't know how to get him out, so we're gonna have to go find another one. Oh, wait, he's moving. Yes, yes, he jumped out. Yes. All right, now follow me this way, sir. We're so close. Okay, now get him in here. Yes. Now I just need to place the log wall, and thankfully he doesn't really chase me that hard. So he is now in his house. Welcome to your new prison. House. Oh, look, he's already taken interest in it. Yeah, dude, you got all these statues and all that. Welcome to your new home. Prison. Home. Come on. Get in. Okay, he's kind of in. I need to somehow not die during this process. Is he good? Is he good? I think we got it just barely at like 1 HP. Yeah. He's in there. There we go. Let's go. Let me get the safety real quick up on top of the tower. And now we can go look at our complete houses. We have... Dude, why are you staring at this wall? What is it about this wall? Okay, at least you're not sniffing it anymore. And then we got him. Oh, he loves the wall too. Okay, great. It's spreading. Where is the other? Okay, he's also looking at the wall. Please tell me you're not looking at a wall. What is with you people and walls, man? All right, well, at least they have their homes. They can use them all they want. But the thing is, we don't have any food for the citizens. Me personally, I have enough stew to go years, but they have no food, which means next we need to build them a farm. All right, I got a whole ton of blueprints for the things that we need, but let's start out with our farm plots, how we want to space them. I want to keep them kind of away from the corners and spaced just like this. And we'll do one last line right here, and then boom, this makes it so we have all of our farm plots placed nice and evenly, and there's a walkway going down the center. We could have a colorful fairy light arch right here coming in. Wait, a stone bridge. We can make it so like there's water blocking your path. You have to cross over the bridge, bridge, and then you don't enter into a farm per se, but a garden. So we could do a hedgerow right here, almost there, and that gives a very nice border to the farm. So on top of the hedgerows, we can add things like bush planters. Hey, and our farm is now growing in. Look at this. This actually is looking a lot more like a farm now. And then if you want to rest, we have some benches that we're gonna place along the side right here. Oh wait, I have an idea too. We can like make a pathway just like this, and then it's sectioned off and it leads to the garden. Bro, all right, I need to stop cooking right now. We can also add some lights for nighttime. Look at that view, man. That's awesome. But now we can work on the garden. We're gonna use trellis fences for this, and we're gonna start it like this. I think we should paint it green. Maybe that would blend in really nice. Oh, hello, pelt trader. Oh, look where he spawns, perfectly in between the garden and the farm. Nice. So let's go ahead and paint this to match the green setting we're trying to make. There we go. Okay, that looks actually a little bit better. Now we just gotta fill this thing in with as much as we have. Oh, I just realized, dude, I have wheelbarrows. Oh, we're placing that down by the farm 100% just like this. That really adds to the farm look. I'm just gonna be placing kind of at random, kind of not. I want it to look like a nice arrangement of flowers. It looks natural that you could just kind of explore. Okay, I just finished the farm and garden. This thing is insane. Let's look at it from the first person. Just coming into the farm. Look at this view. We have nice benches off to the side, nice little bridge with some water, bushes, flowers, farms, everything. And this guy's in my way. But if we shimmy past him, we enter into the beautiful garden with a pathway where you can go left or right. We'll go to the left. You see all these beautiful flowers, a birdhouse even. You can see a nice well with a bunch of really cool light up mushrooms, which look better in the dark, but because I'm not in my base, there we go. Now it looks way better. But because the base is so huge, I'm not even in my base anymore. We got a bunch more flowers over here, a nice canopy, birdhouse, flowers, mushrooms, a bunch of stuff I left on the floor. Everything you could ever want, it is in here. Absolutely amazing what we managed to do with this. If I get a nice overhead view, just look at this. Not the stuff I left on the floor, but look at the garden. It's full of so much stuff, and the farm looks pretty, but actually realistic. Now, here's what's interesting. I don't want to just feed people vegetables, but what does provide a lot of hunger is stew. It's how I've been surviving pretty much this entire time. And so, I'm actually going to build what I'm calling an industrial cooker, which you've probably never seen before, but you can actually use it in your own runs if you'd like. We're going to place it on top of a gazebo because I think that's honestly going to look really cool. Place a crock pot in the center. Now, if you want to do this for yourself, you don't need the gazebo. This is just for looks. And then we place wood rain storages around the crock pot. It creates this almost funnel-like shape right into the crock pot. So if you are doing some regular run, this is enough. But I'm building a city, so we're gonna need a lot of food. So I'm gonna extend it even further like this. Place some on the corners as well on the first level. There we go. This is where we are gonna be making our stew. And there we go. I can just climb up here, bam, drop all the food, go back to the farm. So let's go get some food. Just grabbing all the stuff from the farms and hold F to dump everything into the funnel, and it starts making stew for us. But we haven't really used up all the space, and that's because we are going to be making storage. This is where we are going to be putting all the stew that we end up making. Now what I'm actually thinking, instead of turning pumpkins into stew, we can put them in storage as well, because they give pretty much just the same amount of stew. And so throughout the video, we're going to be filling this up with an absolute ton of food. So I wonder what that's going to look like in the end. Well, I'm going to fill one shelf to start us out. I think that's 9 stews. So that is our industrial cooker. We have this section of the entire city done. We have houses, we have a cooker, we have a garden, and a farm. Bro, this is actually looking insane. Look at this. And we have the tower in the center. I kind of forget about this thing, but it's still so cool to see. We have one more problem. The cultists who are living inside of their houses, although they're absolutely obsessed with walls, they need jobs. We can't have them staring at the wall all day, literally. So we need to build a police station and a hospital. So, how do you build a police station? That's a good question, because I don't know. But what I do know is that I have been gathering a whole bunch of stuff which we will need. Now, I want it to be in this section of the city, so we need to somehow find a way to split this down the middle. And with this, we've now separated it. So we have 2 equal sides. Actually, it looks really cool. And I think we're going to use 4 for the police side and only 3 for the hospital side. So we'll do something similar over here, just like that. Okay, so now let's actually go get all of our gear and bring it over here. I have 23 pieces of cake. That's insane. So we'll just go ahead and drop the cake right here. Boom, there we go. 2 shelves with a bunch of cake. Not full, but hey, this actually looks pretty nice. This looks like a place you would go to get healed in 99 nights. This also reminds me of the fact that if I had teammates, you best believe that my teammate would just do that really fast. Oh wait, I just did that. Okay, there we go. I restacked them. But now let's actually go grab all of our stuff for our police station. And don't worry, this is not it for the hospital. I'm just moving the items right now. This is some insane police gear. Oh wait, I forgot. The riot shield. This thing will finally have a use. It'll make my base look cool as a piece of furniture. That's the only thing this thing is useful for. Mythic police gear. I don't know why I said mythic, but it's very, very nice police gear. Now I want to lay out all the rifles we have on one table. That would look really cool. All right, this will be our last one. But there we go. All of our rifles all on one table. We've got armor, ammo, more ammo, rifles that are going to kill me, riot shield, tactical shotgun, thorn body, appropriate carpet color. What more could you need? Well, I'll show you. We're also going to be putting a wolf head for the sake of the fact that they're police. You know, they're like the wolves. They are loyal and they have really long teeth. I'm also thinking for the police station, we should have a meeting table for them. We'll also put a bunch of bookshelves back here for all the records that the police keep. And then I had a really, really cool idea. I'm gonna put a ton of cloth frames all around. If I take my paintbrush and we get a nice shade of blue, oh, like this is police blue right here. And then I get a nice shade of red. We have blue and red for the police station. But for the most important part of the police station, I actually have a VIP guest coming in to be our first officer, and that is my boy Kevin. My boy Kevin, the best police officer known to man. Well, really the best man known to man. I actually have an idea. Would this make the meeting room look better if I had a bunch of bookshelves like this? Because we have a bunch on the other wall, and so it kind of makes it more secluded. I actually kind of like this. Hold on. Let me move these back a little bit because the spacing sucks. Yeah, actually this does make it look nicer. Okay, and then we have this section and this section. Planning and then action. And you know my boy Kevin is in action. I got a beautiful idea. This lightning rod will act as the police antenna so they can intercept radio signals and receive them and all that. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, but with that, our police station is now done. Look at this. We got a meeting room. Very nice. And then we have all the armor, ammo, guns, and elite gear that you need, as well as an elite class specimen, Kevin himself. So now let's go finish the hospital side. When I think of hospital, I think of hospital beds. And oh, here's what we got to do first. Our cloth frames. This really upgraded the police side. So we're going to be doing it on this side as well. And there we go. The hospital looks just a little bit better with some nicer colors. I just got to figure out what we could do for beds. Maybe we can do something like this where we have tables kind of mushed together as beds. And then, oh, I'm an absolute Albert Einstein genius. Okay, I need like 2 more tables, but what we have are pillows, and you put a big fat pillow right here, and you've got hospital beds. I love this game, bro. They need to make it so that anybody can place stuff on top of stuff. And then what else is in hospitals? We have beds, and then we have reception desks. Okay, so like at the very front, and then we'll put a fishbowl on the reception desk just because that seems to fit for hospitals. Then we'll put a couple chairs for the receptionists. And oh, this is where we need the vase. Oh, we need them big, fancy, who knows what in the world vase for the hospital reception desk. That's what we need right there. Because if your loved one is dying, you at least get a look at a very purple vase. I mean, isn't it just so like purple and all that? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, and we have a writable sign too. We're gonna put that right up here. Out for lunch. Don't die yet. Bro, that is perfect. Very nice. And with that, we have our hospital and our police stations both fully complete. Look what we've got so far. This is literally a city. You see that like dotted line around the base? All right, I just survived another overnight. We're on day almost 1500, that's cool. But this time, I actually have a new strategy for taking care of the cultists. So if I just come up to the door of the city, we can go into free cam and take a look at... What the what? Why are the What the what? Why are they just stuck there? They're stuck in their spawn positions and they haven't moved. They're like some kind of military assignment. They're just perfectly in order. Okay, that's new. What that allows me to do is go to my secret hiding spot, which now they're moving. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the party. Have fun. Go into zero gravity, all that. Hello, floating guy. I will see you later. Have fun going wherever you're going. We can just shoot down from up here and hopefully get a good amount of the cultists. What the what? Yo, there's a Superman cultist. He almost just jumped up here to kill me. Okay, I just ran out of ammo. I'm actually gonna have to go down there and do the rest by spear. This is actually working really well. They're all in slow-mo because of all the lag, so it makes it ridiculously easy to just take them out all in groups. All right, the lag is starting to calm down. I don't see any cultists right now, but there's probably only a handful left, like this guy right here. And with this, our entire base is now clear of cultists, but now we have 30 forest gems and 142 cultist gems. Before I got off the game, I decided we are going to build, or rather use, a very rich person's house. I already set up the beginning of the pathway last night, where if we come to the south side of the city, we have the start of a pathway. I didn't want to build it off camera, where we can make our way all the way over here to this patio, and then the same thing where we have another pathway that's gonna go right to the stairway here, which will allow us to have this be the rich person's house. Now it's kind of empty, but that's a good thing because now we can actually deck it out and make it look really nice with furniture. Okay, so let's start building the first pathway, and there we go. That leads us right into the house. Very nice, but we also want that second hallway over here going all the way to this side. And with this, we now have both pathways making it, and it turned dark. Okay, now it is day, and we can see the city now connect to this person's house. Bro, this is an actual city. I mean, look at it. We have some empty space, like in these two triangle areas. We'll fill those out, but this is... I knew what I was gonna do when I started, but it just looks so much different when you actually see it. So we're gonna have to figure out a nice backyard area for the rich guy. Oh, he even has his own pond, bro. Rich people problems. You gotta take care of your fish pond. And we gotta figure out something for this triangle right here, which, as you can see, I'm probably gonna do something with these oil barrels because I have 5,000 of them. And then we have one more area over here. And who knows, we might even use this as another rich person. Bro, wait, hold up. I'm actually gonna do that. Before we decorate this rich person's house, let's go set up the other rich person's house. The 2 billionaires who live in our city. All right, let's see. We could do something right here and then just have the walls going all the way over. So we're gonna block off a little bit of this patio, just like this, so you can still see out of it, but no one is going to be getting in. And then if I zoom out, now we have a second rich person's house. Rich person house number 1, rich person house number 2, everything in the middle. Bro, all right, let's do this, man. All right, let's get it done. I'm actually getting a little emotional, dude. I've been working on this thing. This is day 3 now, and it looks so cool. Okay, let's start with decorating the inside of rich person house number 1, and then we'll do the backyard. And we have so much room to work with. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure out a way. Now, first things first is that I know there used to be a table right here, but we're gonna make it a nicer table. And to do that, we're gonna start right here and place 3 of them connecting like this, and then grab our chairs and do as we usually do. Then we can grab our cloche thing and have this be for a family feast. Put it in the center, just like that. And like all good builds, you have to have these giant weird purple expensive vases because you just kind of have to. It's the rules around here. Oh, wait, we have street lanterns and a lot of them. We could do something on the outside that would look pretty cool, like a street lantern. Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. I was just on my way to your grandpa's birthday. All right, I actually like the street lantern out here. Oh, wait, we have a bunch of plates too. We could put some plates around, and then we can have more of a kind of living room table back here. Then we'll put benches all around. We can put a lantern on the center. There we go. That actually looks kind of cozy. I think I want to focus on the room. I have an idea. We could put bean bags in here. So this could be a really like relaxed area. We'll put a nightstand for the bed, and the bedroom's a little small, so I think that's the most we could do in this room. And then finally we have more of a utility room back here. So we'll just go ahead and start by lighting it up. One in this corner and one right here. I have a mushroom couch. Actually, you know what? Let's use clownfish couches. I have so many of those. And then there's not really much else we could place. And then you know what? We can actually use these shelves as actual shelves and put some stew on them. And hello, Mr. Wolf. Thank you for interrupting. So now we have the inside of the rich person's house, all nice and done. Much better than what it looked like before. And now for the real fun part, which is going to be the backyard. So I have a bunch of these tilted canopies, and what I want to do is make a kind of really cool looking backyard area that'll be just like this. So we could have a picnic blanket right in the center. We could have plant lanterns coming out of each of the lush canopy legs, but we have 4 plant lanterns converging on a picnic blanket, and an alpha wolf trying to bite my toes. Oh, and there's alpha deer. Bro, I can never get 2 seconds of rest in my own base. We also have hedgerows, so I can do something cool with these where I could like put them on the edges of the lush canopy walls, and then that makes kind of an enclosure area. We even got our own pet bunny rabbit who's trying to escape, but oh, we have 2 bunny rabbits. No way. Oh, he actually escaped. You didn't see that. There we go. We got a nice, dude, this is sick. This is a rich person's backyard if I've ever seen one. There's another dog. Bro, leave me alone. And here's the deer. Excuse me, Mr. Deer, you can't catch me up. Oh, he can absolutely catch me up there. I'm out. Oh, what we could do too is put a well right here. Rich people like wells. They have 2 wells because they're just that rich. We can also put some log benches to sit down, and it's on the roof. We can also kind of make it a little bit more closed off with some fences that make a nice segment. So this part of the backyard is one section, and this part of the backyard is another section. And then we have actually a secret section back here that I didn't realize I had, but we still gotta make this one look a little bit better. Like I want to fill this with something. We could have a gazebo. We could have a double gazebo, and then a 3rd gazebo, and then a 4th gazebo because we're rich. Can you paint these things? Maybe you can. They look like they'd be paintable. I hope they are. Oh, you can paint them. Oh, well, I was actually kind of expecting you not to be able to, but I guess you can. Okay. What color should we do? Probably we'll do a nice green. There we go. But then we can put fairy lights on each of the corners, and there's another dog trying to bite my toe. And then we can put more on top and stack them, which will be even cooler. Make it even taller. Dude, this is insane. All right, I have an idea for the roof. We have so many shelves left over that we're gonna do a shelf roof, and this is just gonna be some crazy patio. All right, look at this. I don't even know what this is. It's a very covered patio. So you know what? We're actually gonna make an opening to our picnic area. Get rid of this well. Then we can put some hedgerows going straight to the stairway. There we go. And it's a nice little walkway coming up here from our picnic area. I'm gonna put some mossy fences up against the house just because I feel like that would make the house feel a little bit more like a farm-ish kind of thing, like more greenery. We could put more trellis fences on top of the ones we already have. And there's another dog. All right, and just like this, now it has more of an entryway coming in. We're also gonna put fences around the lake. Oh, I have an idea. We could put a well somewhere around the lake because that would kind of seem to make sense. Water and water. We have dark blue water where the fish live, and then water that's probably actually drinkable. We can add some shrubs as well on top of rocks because that's totally how that works. Wait, I have an idea. If I grab wooden tables and I just kind of lay them out, we're gonna do it like this and just attach them, and then we could put picnic blankets on it, bro, and then it looks like actual picnic benches. Dude, this is sick. This is actually like a real picnic blanket area, and then we could take more of our log benches and then we could put them right here. Very nice. A picnic area for for rich people. Okay, we're done with most of the big stuff. We've got a nice lake fishing area here, picnic area, added some more decoration to this place. And then for the area that leads back here, this is where we have a more secluded and private area where we have our gravestone for a loved one who passed away in the rich person's family. And then we're gonna add some stuff in here as well. So what does this look like from the camera view? Yeah, this looks way better. Remember, this was empty not too long ago. For now, we gotta decorate this because it is not even close to done. We have so much stuff right here. So we're just gonna be kind of littering these decorations all around the build, making them look kind of as natural as we possibly can. And then we have flowers, bro. Flowers out the wazoo. We gotta do something with these. We could have a little flower garden back here. Just try to place these again in more of a random sporadic pattern and then mix in other flowers so it really looks like a flower garden and not a grocery store's flower aisle. Even put a bush planter and a birdhouse. We got so many birdhouses. And then I'm also gonna scatter some lanterns all over the place to make sure that everything is nice and lit up. We also have mushrooms. These would look pretty cool in a garden area. So maybe we could put them back here. And then I know we have the absolute huge ones, like these big red ones as well. So we can do something like that. And we have even more flowers that we could gather inside of here. Then we have a picnic hamper. We could put this right in the center. And we have one more, so we could put that in the center of this picnic table. Very nice. We also have a ton of bush planters, so we can just scatter these throughout as well. We have so many bush planters. We can make a wall of them, just kind of lining this empty area right here. Then we can have some over here as well. Dude, we have so many of these. And there we go. Bro, look, it just makes everything so much nicer, man. It's so much more full and lively and vibrant. I'm just trying to use like everything possible that we have, because when you do that, it ends up looking really good. Just really good. If you try to make a purpose for everything, it looks fantastic. Like I got 18 roses. You wanna know what we're doing with these? We're gonna make a second row of stuff right here, right next to the bush. All right, this is getting old. You guys need to come up with something new. Yo, I'm about to die. Yo, I'm actually about to die. Yo, I'm actually about to die. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. How is this dog so smart? All right, got a bunch of roses now lining these bush planters. Okay, the backyard is now done. Entering in here, we have our lake, our picnic area. We have a whole bunch of flowers and bush planters, 3 birdhouses. Coming back here, we have the more luxurious backyard where we have plants everywhere. We have a nice secluded picnic area. It's also dark. Expect a dog to show up out of nowhere. Coming up to our massive patio where you can overlook the city. Can't see much because it's night. But then finally, we have the more secluded area back here where we have a loved one who passed away who was part of the rich person's family, an owl that likes to spy on people, a dog again, and a whole bunch of different plants and things. And if we look at this overhead, it is actually insane. Just look at how amazing this is. Picnic area, lake, and then you could just tell how much detail is in here. So the next thing we're going to work on is this area, which is going to be storage. Because right here we have food storage, which we're going to be filling up. And so over here we can have even more storage for anything else, including oil barrels. So now that we have a whole ton of stews, let's actually fill out this before we make the next storage area. So we'll just kind of fling these on the shelves. All right, so we're not 100% complete, but we have filled out a lot of this with stew now. So later we'll have to fill out the rest. But for now, let's figure out how to make some storage with these oil barrels, because bro, it is a lot of oil. One thing we can do actually is put a bunch of shelves right next to each other, just like this, and then we stack them on top of each other like this, like a giant tower. Will be enough room to store it. I think there's 9 oil barrels per shelf. I don't know what in the world's happening with all this, but just kind of spamming the oil barrels on the shelves and see if we can fill all of them. Dude, we have so much oil. This might not even be enough. Look at this. We're already filling it out very nicely. Dude, look at this. We have an oil barrel tower and we still have an entire lake full, and this that I have in my sack, there we go. That's what we have left. So we're gonna make this even bigger. Okay, let's see if we can fill out this with oil barrels, because we still have so many. So I guess we just start doing this and it fills it up for us. Yep, it's just filling up. Okay, cool. So that's starting to get filled. Dude, we actually might not. We might have more oil barrels than this can even fit still. And it's huge. Well, I guess we just got to keep trying. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Just see if we can fill this out and see what happens. All right. Yeah, dude, it's almost done. It's almost done. This is insane. All right. I think that's all of our oil barrels picked up. Now let's just keep putting them on the shelves. That top shelf isn't full. Okay, so we actually don't have enough, but we can definitely get more than enough later on. I mean, we're continuously making oil barrels. It is close to full though, and it is so much oil, dude. So I think next we have to figure out something else that we could put in this storage area. All right, and this is where we can store a whole bunch of wood. Let me pick this up. All right, so while these trees are growing, let's go work on the second rich person's house. Now this one's gonna be way easier simply because of the fact he doesn't have a massive backyard. I didn't really take into account the fact that there would be this triangular space, but hey, we used it very nicely. So let's figure out what we can do on the inside here. I don't want to make it a copy paste. So let's start by lighting this place up. We can put fairy lights in the corner, and there's a dog. You can't have a rich person house without a dog trying to kill you. You know what? Maybe the rich person bought a dog to get intruders out, and I am an intruder. Why are there two? What I want to do is a different style dining table still in the same area where it's made out of these wood stumps, and even the seats are made out of wood stumps. And we still have an absolute ton of these clownfish couches. So what I actually want to do is create a living room area around where the fireplace is, which means we're actually going to have to move our dining table. There we go. All right, so this looks pretty different from the last house. And now we have the 2 rooms. So we gotta figure out what to put in here. We could put a nice little couch, a mushroom couch. I think that's the last one that I have. We could put a cup right here. Oh, this could be the person's desk, like a working desk. So let's actually grab some chairs. We'll grab a chair and put it right here. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay, so this is the person's desk where they work at. And there's another dog, whatever, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna just put a bunch of cups because it reminds me of when I was a kid, how I'd leave cups everywhere. I think we're good. There's not too much room to work with. We have one last room. We can honestly just have this be like a storage closet, because that is kind of what it is right now. There we go. A stew storage. That makes total sense. And we will leave it at that. So we have this house entirely filled out now. Our city is super filled out. We have so much stuff. We can actually finish the wood storages now. We have the rich person's house, the craziest house. But next, we have this area right here. Okay, I just built a frame of the next building. Now you might be wondering, what in the world is this, and why is this shed in the middle of here? Well, the shed was an accident, but actually it ended up being a happy accident, because this is about to be our city's restaurant. Here is the main dining hall. This is pretty much the main entrance into the dining hall, and then this back area, I like that it actually has to be narrow, because this is the hallway into the kitchen, where you'll make all kinds of food and bring it out for the guests. And just like all restaurants, we have this really weird hallway that makes people bump into each other and drop everything. Okay, so we want to start out with tables. And so what we could do is have a row of them, kind of just like this. We'll go ahead and use 4, and then we'll get our wooden chairs out, and of course do 4 chairs per table. Actually 3 for these people, because you know, if I put a chair down here and this is your view, you're just staring at other people's feet. Now we also want to incorporate some actual wooden tables with stump tables, and then we'll grab our log stools, and then finally for our last row of tables we will use the wait, do I only have one? Wait a second, do I only have one of those? Uh-oh, we're just gonna have to hope the furniture trader comes by soon, and then we can continue. But for now we have our benches. We'll put them around the table, and then we'll fill this out when we get more tables. Oh, we can also put up paintings finally. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do a painting up there, but we have more. We have a landscape one this time. We'll put it up there. What is that? Actually, I don't think I've seen that one before. That's the fairy's house. Why do I have a picture of the fairy's house? Who painted this? What kind of stalker painted this? We're also gonna put a sign out front, but not putting anything on it just yet. I'm not sure what I want to name this. For the stump tables, let's put flower vases in the center. Then now we just gotta spam cups and plates everywhere. We should also put some stone pillars out front. I think that would look pretty cool. But now let's work on the kitchen. This is where everything's gonna be made, all the food and all that stuff. So I don't really have any tables right now. So I'm gonna go work on some other stuff until the furniture trader comes back. Now we're gonna do something really crazy. I'm gonna try to light up the roads using lanterns, basically alternating between these gray ones and these red ones, going throughout the entire city. I have like almost 200 of these. All right, I just finished this entire walkway, and we've got lanterns alternating colors going all the way down. Pretty cool. What does it look like overhead though? Oh yeah, that makes it look way better. Oh, I'm about to die. Hold on. Oh, the furniture trader is back too, so we can get our gray brick tables that we need. All right, just finished another small walkway, and now let's connect them. And there we go. Okay, so we now have, oh, I cannot see a thing, but we now have this entire way done, this entire way done as well, and then connecting back to the center. And why am I dying? It's a dog. It's another dog. I am about to make a dog hating fan club. Not regular dogs, not real life dogs, but the alpha wolves in particular. Okay, I finally got some tables. Oh, and by the way, check out the sickest view on planet Earth. With all these lights now illuminating the paths, it makes sense that this is a city. So for the kitchen, we're gonna make some really long tables that will act as the place where the chefs will cook. And this dog is about to get cooked if he doesn't stop bothering me. I almost said I was a dog hater, but I'm an alpha wolf hater. How are you in my camp? Don't eat my food, man. All right, we got 2 long tables. We could put some candles as well for like lighting up the tables. That would look pretty cool. Have some flower vases as well, just to make it a very nice fancy kitchen. And then chopping boards. I forgot I had these, so we'll do 1 chopping board here, 1 chopping board here, and 1 right here. We can also use some street lanterns, just like this. Oh, also, I have the gray brick table, so let's put these down. All right, and to get some food, we can just get it directly from our garden. So let's drop it all back here, and then we'll set them up in different stations. There we go. We have pumpkins on the cutting boards, carrots on a cutting board, and corn over here, because I don't know if you cut it the same way you do these things. I've never worked in a restaurant. We've got our restaurant now complete. We still have to name it, though. What do we want to name it? There we go. That's exactly what I would name my restaurant in real life. And if we look at it from overhead, you can see it actually looks pretty nice. But now let's build our church. And I kind of like those longer, skinnier churches. So we're going to actually do something very similar. Here's where we got the frame. It's a little bit skinny of a hallway, but I kind of had to do that with the obstacles that we have. And then we have more of a longer, skinny building for the actual church. And just like that, we have the beginning to the church. Very rough frame. We're running really low on furniture right now. And there's the dog. I'm not even gonna pay attention to you, man. Hey dear, how you doing? I'll see you another day. Let me also add some cloth frames, and then we can make it white, because there is a verse, I can't remember it exactly, where someone prays to God and says, wash me and I'll be whiter than snow. And so this makes it look just a little bit better. Now, time for our next building, which we are gonna be going south toward the rich person house. And we are going to make an opening, let's say right here, and we're going to be building a store. So for context, this is where we are in the city, and this is just how big the city has gotten. We are almost to day 2000 as well, but not sure if we're gonna hit it. That's an insane number, man. My highest was like 800 and something up until now. I am running into an issue though. I'm out of wood. I have gotten, I don't know, maybe like 7,000-ish wood, maybe 8,000. I don't know, but we used a lot of wood. I'm surprised I still need wood. But then again, when we saw the sheer scale of the city, it kind of starts to make sense. Dude, what is that? Bro, this is the coolest thing in the world, bro. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we just got 500 wood. So I already started a little bit down here, just bringing it out into a kind of a rectangular shape, just like this. So it's not going to be too big of a store. I found these in the map. These are fruit stands where we're going to be putting our produce. There we go. And then we'll have our checkout stand to be right here in the center. But first, let's actually fill our shelves. So I want to have one be of stew. So if you want stew, you could buy stew. And as for the rest of these, I'm not actually sure what we should do. We should find items that would actually be useful. All right, so I did a little bit more of some thinking, and I'm thinking we use ammo for our store. We filled out all of our shelves for the vegetables, and now we just need 2 more items. I'm wondering what in the world I even have. I think we actually might have to do oil. I mean, stew, gun ammo, and oil, that makes total sense. And now we got one more thing to find. What's one more item we could... Yeah, I'm gonna sell this dog. He's 1 penny. You know what? I'll pay you. Okay, I figured out what I want the final item to be, and it's going to be steak. And now we have our store pretty nicely decked out. Not decorated, but we have a whole bunch of stuff. But now we need to figure out how in the world is checkout gonna work, and why is this oil barrel trying to escape? And then we could have these 2 wooden tables be like the conveyor belt. There we go. And so when you come up, you come from this side, put your groceries onto here, bam, it comes over here. And then we need a bagging area, so we will have another table right here, and then the bagger will work right here, bagging all your groceries. And we'll have a nice little flower decoration as well. We could sell a bunny rabbit. Yes, we can sell a bunny rabbit. Where should we put them? With the oil barrels. That makes total sense. A children's toy in oil barrels? Man, I have never seen something better than pencils and orange juice. I haven't seen a duo better since this dog and I, because he loves me so much that I have to run away from him every 5 seconds. How are you so fast? Okay, back to our store. You know what? We can actually have street lanterns going all across the store. Yeah, that kind of adds some nice lighting to it. You know what? We can even put a wheelbarrow right here for any farmers who want to buy some. We can also put stone pillars in the corner. I never really found a place to use these, so we can just have them be extra little pieces in our store. And with that, our store is complete. Feel free to buy anything you'd like: stew, ammo, oil, steaks, and a bunny rabbit. And then we have vegetables too, with a nice little checkout aisle, and it looks very nice. And if I zoom out all the way, I didn't know what I was gonna build. Like, not this much. What is this? Just making one last finishing touch to our church real quick, because I found a gazebo in the shop, so that makes it so that the pastor or preacher will be able to be heard a little bit better, being a little bit more elevated. And now the church actually looks really nice. I like it, nice and simplistic. The focus is on the preaching. Very nice. And so this brings us to the entire city now being complete. Look at this. We started out with our neighborhood, to then we made our farm and garden, then our industrial cooker. We built a police station, a hospital, to then building an absolute mansion. We even built one of the craziest oil storages I've ever seen in my entire life, as well as some wood. We filled out another rich person's house with a bunch of cool, nice furniture. We even built a restaurant, and then we built a church, which I actually really like the simplicity of it. And finally, our store. And all in all, a massive city. Thanks for watching, and subscribe. But now for the most painful part of the video.